Ah! God. No, I shouldn't drink. I shouldn't drink more. Fuck. Okay. I might be a tiny bit drunk. So what I want to do is, I kind of want to use this as an excuse. Can I use this as an excuse? I want to use this as a fucking excuse, okay, to watch this fucking video. And it's a long video, but it's a video that goes over almost everything. It goes over almost everything. So tonight I am going to give a little preview of my little fucking crispy pasta video, and I think the best way to fucking do it is to watch this Matanui video, okay, that covers a huge bulk of the allegations. And also Slime Beast found some interesting things about Mr. Creepypasta's past as well that I want to fucking cover, okay? Because everyone's covering I'm Alex and blah, blah, blah. New person's a piece of shit. Dude, don't care. Wah, wah. Don't care. I want to see these people. I want to see these people ripped to shreds. I hope my video blows up so I could just watch these people's entire fucking lives get ruined in real time. Okay? I'm going to be honest. I am 100% candid, 100% clear. All right? I want to watch these people get fucking annihilated. Like, literally annihilated in real time. So, I'm going to watch this fucking video. Oh fuck. Oh wait. Hide that cuz I don't cuz I'm probably going to do Monster Hunter, honestly. Yeah.
It's been almost a year since Pastel Bell uploaded her interview with Kumori.
I think fuck. Did I watch this video on stream already? I can't remember. Doesn't matter.
A woman alleging to have been groomed in 2012.
It's been long enough.
Pasta.
I started watching creepypasta narration videos when I was about
Sup, got any bitches lately? You know what? Honestly, almost. I almost did something really fucking stupid that I probably shouldn't have done. But thankfully, I didn't do it. You know what? I didn't do it. But I'm not gonna lie. I was really close to doing something fucking stupid. And just to be clear, it has nothing to do with a kid. It has nothing to do with kids, okay? Just to be absolutely clear. I almost did something fucking stupid. I almost did.
12 years old, maybe a little bit earlier, because my sister got me into like creepypastas and everything, and so I started listening to creators on YouTube, and I came across a channel called Creeps McPasta, and I was really like intrigued by his voice, I guess, and I was like, I don't know, I wanted to reach out to him and just see if he would like, reply to me.
I mean, do that.
At that point, like, I was a fan, even though like he barely had any subscribers.
He literally had, and from my research, dude, I have never seen somebody jump so quickly on a fucking 12-year-old ever in my fucking life. Okay. This dude barely had 1,000 subs and was grooming. He has, just to be clear, Chris McPasta has, let's look this up. Let's look this up right now. I want to give everybody a good idea of how fucking bad this is. Chris McPasta has 2 million subscribers, and from the jump, from right around 1,000 subscribers, he was grooming children. And he started in 2012. So just let that sink in.
I really liked what he put out.
Although there was a brief spike in discussion regarding the creep situation, such as
This fucking story might act like, dude, it's just I'm drunk as fuck right now, and I just came back from having a good time, you know, doing a little bit of flirting, doing a little bit of flirting, okay, doing a little bit of flirting, okay. I'm not gonna lie, don't lie. Every other time I don't, but for some reason this time, I was flirting up, okay. You know, I didn't do anything with that, but I was flirting. I was 100% flirting. We're going back and forth and shit. But this might kill my buzz, because this fucking story actually fucking hurts me eternally.
between Slime Beast and Cracked Rack, there still hasn't been any updates on the FBI investigation. However, after seeing the general response to this situation and the confusion some people seem to have about it, I figured that someone should make a more in-depth video into the subject. Originally, the intent of this video was to go through Creeps' full response.
And dude, this fucking video only has 38,000 views. It is fucking crazy. The information in this video should have ruined. It should have ruined Chris McPasta's career. And Mr. Creepypasta. It should have ruined both of these fucking dudes. Now, I think the structuring is a bit off here and there, because it's just obviously Matanui, which is the guy that we're watching. Matanui made this video. Obviously he's really new to video making and stuff like that. It's a very amateur-ish editing style. He probably lost a lot of viewership through the editing alone. I think, well, it's not, here's the thing, the editing isn't like it's not ruining the video, but I feel like most people will see the editing and just be like, oh, this is like an amateur fucking video. I don't really care to watch this through. Which is what I hope to do with my video. It's like, okay, it's decent enough editing where it's like most people can get behind, you know?
And to prove that he was being dishonest throughout the video's entire 45-minute runtime. Because as someone who's a massive fan of Creeps, Mr. Creepypasta, Miss Shadow Lovely, Creepypasta Jr., Well Hate Productions, and others within their circle, I already knew that Creeps was being dishonest. And with that in mind, I figured.
So with the point that I'm at right now, I'm doing it not necessarily beat for beat like this video, but it's close enough, because chronologically, I think the chronology is important. I think hearing about the Komori stuff at first is important, and then introducing the other victims later, because I think that helps people understand how fucking serious this fucking shit is, and how important this fucking whole topic is. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Yeah, when it comes to I'm at the point right now currently in my script where it's like I am just touching up on the Mr. Creepypasta stuff. So once I'm done with that, there is still more, okay? There is still fucking more. It's more than just Mr. Creepypasta, and it's more than just Chris McPasta. There are also like other narrators who aren't as popular who are also involved in this fucking shit, okay? And that's Creepypasta Jr. and this guy named Creepypasta Raven. And there's a couple other people who did inappropriate shit, but honestly, it's just like we need to I feel like the focus on the big guys is more important, honestly. But yeah, I'm almost done with this script. I'm almost.
That the best way to show Creeps'
there's
lies and to get a better idea of what's going
there's so much shit to go over. I'm almost done with it.
on in his life in 2012 was to dig through the social media posts of him and his friends, particularly their Facebook and Tumblr pages and their YouTube comments. Little did I know, however, of the rabbit hole that this would lead me down and how much worse this situation truly was.
It was so fucking bad. I think this video like unequivocally just demonstrates like it's just actually so much more worse than anybody thinks.
Before going further, I want to cover Kumori's interview and allegations, not only to give people an understanding of both sides of the situation, but because there seems to be a lot of misconceptions about them. Most likely a result of Creeps Big Pasta, the biggest voice in this situation, misrepresenting her allegations and ties to him in his response. However, I still recommend that you watch Kumori's original interview and Creeps Big Pasta,
which wasn't available because the fucking shit got
Pasta's
taken down.
response. In Pastel Bell's interview, Kumori, age 12 at the time, claimed that she was sexually groomed by Creeps, age 21, back in 2012. According to her, she talked to Creeps over a period of time between 2012 and 2013, eventually leading to him engaging in a romantic relationship with her and receiving a picture of her genitals. Initially, she contacted him as a young fan through YouTube's old private messaging system, transferred to Facebook Messenger early on, and later swapped Skypes with each other.
Basically, wanted to talk about something that happened back in 2012 to 2013 and affected my life up until 2018, but really severely up until 2015. So I guess, should I just like watching creepypasta narration videos when I was about 12 years old, maybe a little bit earlier, because my sister got me into like creepypastas and everything. And so I started listening to narrators on YouTube, and I came across a channel called Creeps McPasta, and I was really like intrigued by his voice, I guess. And I was like, I don't know, I wanted to reach out to him and just see if he would like reply to me, because I was at that point like I was a fan, even though like he barely had any subscribers. I really liked what he put out, so I messaged him on YouTube back when there was messages on YouTube, and I don't remember, it was basically just like me fangirling, and then he was like, oh, thank you so much, like, because I told him I liked, his voice, and it was kind of cringy, obviously, because I was 12. But we ended up like swapping Skypes, or I guess I gave him my Skype, or he gave me his, and we started talking from there. The thing that is the most embarrassing to me, I had sent a picture to Creeps.
Is this Creeps McPasta, the first one that you started talking to? Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, Creeps McPasta. I had sent him a picture of like my genitals, with like a drawing of like cat ears and like whiskers.
I really need to get into contact with Komori. I don't know how the fuck, dude. I'm trying to get into contact with the other victims who never got to like say their piece about the fucking situation. And honestly, hold on, I need to check real quick. Hold on. Fuck. Can someone please remind me? I need to check my fucking email, because I did send an email to this person named Zombie Doll, who will be important later. this person named Zombie Doll will be fucking super important later. I sent an email to Zombie Doll because I got their fucking email. I'm really hoping that they fucking respond. Cause like here's the thing, nobody ever got their side of the story. Like Komori was the only fucking girl who ever said anything about what happened. And like nobody else did. And I feel like it's kind of important. So like someone please remind me. I need to check my fucking email.
And I remember on Facebook, like he commented about it, like saying like, you know, I'm never gonna like get rid of that picture, or like I'm never gonna stop looking at that picture.
That's a real image, real message.
And so
Ultimately, her father found out about her relationship with Creeps and deleted all her social media accounts, including her Facebook, YouTube, and Skype, explaining why there's such a small online footprint for the moniker Kuro-chan Fox.
my parents, my dad specifically, he finally found out what was going on, and he changed the password on my Skype, and he deleted the Facebook, and he deleted my YouTube channel that I had just made.
Get the fuck up!
And my YouTube channel back then was Kuro-chan Fox. I made a lot of like, Japanese.
I'm watching the Matsunui video that exposes Creeps McPasta out of spite. Okay, well, hold on. Now we're resetting real quick. Okay, so it's gonna take a second for me to get to the fucking thing. Okay, let me check my email real quick. Cause I sent an email and I actually got a fucking response from one of the people that used to collaborate with Creeps. So that gives me hope. That gives me hope that some of these accounts are actually still active. Shit! Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Shit. Fuck. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Don't find him just yet. Oh, fuck me. Okay, hold on.
Based usernames back then. So I started going behind my dad's back to talk to Creeps McPasta, who I knew at the time as Jacob. I don't even, oh yes I do. I had a flip phone. I was using my phone to message Creeps on Facebook whenever I was away from my parents. And so I continued talking to him on Facebook, and eventually they found that out too. And when I had everything taken away from me, I had gone to the bathroom and considered drinking bleach, but I didn't, because I've heard it's not pleasant.
The evidence she provided of her ties to Creeps were screenshots of conversations, anecdotal evidence, and the fact that she's credited in the description of Free of Creeps' videos from 2012 under the username Kuro-chan Fox. Additionally, she claimed to have video called with Creeps, meaning that she knew what he looked like, and was invited by him to a Skype group with around 5 or 6 other narrators, 2 of which were 2 other popular narrators, Creepypasta Jr. and Mr. Creepypasta. Komori also alleged that Creepypasta Jr. masturbated to her during the video call and talked to her about
I believe it honestly,
but that Mr.
there's no evidence of it.
Didn't do anything sexual to her.
Him on YouTube back when there was messages on YouTube, and I don't remember. It was basically just like me fangirling, and then he was like, "Oh, thank you so much," like because I told him I liked, his voice, and it was kind of cringy, obviously, because I was 12.
Yeah.
But we ended up like swapping Skypes, or I guess I gave him my Skype, or he gave me his. And we started talking from there. I remember...
Reset time. Fuck me. Goddamn. Okay. I'm not signed into my, Oh, God. Give me a second. Okay, thank fuck this isn't showing up. Fuck! Did I type it in right? Okay. Oh, damn it. Okay. And then Huh? Not now. Fuck off, please. Hold on. Check an email real quick. Oh, wait. Hold on. Well, I can't read this real quick. Hold on. I actually got like a response, like an interesting response. Whoa, wait. Hold on, I just got like a really, hold on, I just got kind of an interesting email. Whoa. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so this person wants to be anonymous, so I won't mention who this is, and you'll never know. You'll never know who the fuck this person is. I wouldn't have. Hold on. Let me not read it out loud before I have read it. Let me fucking read it first. Jesus. Wait, what? What? Oh my god, I can't read this now. I gotta fucking kill this dragon. Fuck. Okay, hold on.
The
Jesus.
first night that we ever
Okay,
started
hold on. Give me a
talking
second.
on voice call.
Fuck.
I was playing Minecraft.
I actually got like a really kind of an interesting email.
I
Shit.
remember so vividly,
Shit.
like while we were talking. I don't know how this sticks in my mind, like, but like I was like spawning chickens all over the place. It's irrelevant, really, but yeah, I was pretty interested in like narrating myself.
Just abandon the quest. Can I do that?
He wanted to help me, and he added me to a group chat of narrators.
Okay. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Because I can say this. So what happened was I reached out to someone who wasn't mentioned at all. In this video, this person was not mentioned at all. But I had noticed that this person was had at one point in time collaborated with Creepypasta, and they seemed like a person of interest. Let me put it that way. They seemed like a person of interest. Okay, so I contacted them, and there are plenty of people that are of interest that weren't in this fucking video, and I'm still in the process of contacting all those people. So like, I'm not worried about this person getting found out or anything like that. Honestly, there's nobody can guess who the fuck this is. It's actually just some random fucking person. But they sent me like 2 fucking interesting emails. On the 23rd? Fuck me. I need to check my shit more often. Resident the community is well known for having a mother bear complex. Oh my god. Why am I drunk right now? Fuck. I need to read this sober. Edging us the email? I mean, it looks like they're not mentioning anything specific. I just like I don't want to accidentally read something out and be like, oh shit, wait, that's kind of like identifying. There is one thing identifying here, but I will deliberately read over it. I would have so do I have to read our whole response? Basically, I sent them an email they sent me a response basically being like, yeah, like I was kind of on the outskirts of things. I wasn't like super like involved in like the thing, and I you know, hearing them out, I was just like, okay, like this person doesn't sound like they were involved. They sound like they were on the outskirts of things. So like I can't really ask them anything because like it's not like they can answer the questions that I want to ask. Um, Although I did think at one moment, I was like, should I email them back thinking like, okay, did this, was Creeps ever like fucking weird to you or anything like that? Like something like that. But that's besides the point. Basically I said, thank you for your response. You know, I appreciate it. Blah, 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 whatever. You know, it's like, I understand like, okay, I'm not going to get like any clear answers from this person. I was just worried this person was a victim. And it turns out they were an adult at the time of this fucking shit going down. So I'm like, okay, so I don't really need to worry about this person. They were on the outskirts. It's not like they could have known any better. And I said as much as like, don't, and just to be absolutely clear, don't fucking blame yourself for this shit happening. It's not your fucking fault. I completely recognize it. You're on the outskirts of things. You would have would have known better if you could have, right? Which you couldn't have, right? Because you weren't involved. So it's not your fault. But then they sent me like 2 email responses. I would have if I had known. Yeah, that's me basically saying like, I know you would have stepped. I know most people would have stepped into this situation if they would have known, right? And it's like, I would have if I known, but I'm pretty sure that they were well aware of that too. When I was in the community, I was not well known for having a blank 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 at the point of having a nickname blank blank blank. I don't want to fucking say any of that. By the portion of the community because I tried looking out for others, tried to ensure they weren't being taken advantage of. It's definitely like a weird response. However, it didn't do me any favors, and my life ran into my own troubles, and I withdrew from the community. I'm willing to answer questions, but as I said, I would rather keep my anonymity. 100%, I'm never going to name drop this person at all. And no, literally, you will never guess who this fucking person is. You will like nobody will guess. Literally, I don't even think. And I'm thinking from the perspective of Creeps. I don't even think Creeps would fucking know. I don't even think Creeps would fucking know who the fuck I'm talking to right now. As there's nothing but grief left for me with the creepypasta community. Good luck on your investigation. I hope victims find some solace and justice. I know there have been multiple investigations by various parties into this. It usually leads to dead ends, and I'm sincerely hope this is handled. I mean, like, you can't handle it beyond like we're past the point of legal repercussions. Like Crease McPasta and Mr. Creepypasta are 1000% legally they're going to get away with this. But socially, that's what I'm focused on. Socially, you're not going to get away with this. I will make sure you will not get away with this, socially speaking. I will fucking die if it means having you fuckers like not maintain your reputation. All right, when people think of the username Crease McPasta and Mr. Creepypasta, they should think, wow, they really good narrators. It's a goddamn shame that they turn out to be pieces of shit, right? It's wild people from 2013 Creepypasta community still answering emails. Well, this I don't hold on. I need to be fucking super careful. But like the email is like connected to an account, and the account is still active. The account is still active, not the YouTube channel, but the account. Like the email. The email is still active, but the account itself is not. This account was like fucking dead in like 2013. I'm like honestly shocked I got like an email to begin with. And they sent me another email. They sent me another fucking email. Roughly around the same time. Wait, what? This timing doesn't make any sense. Your email did prompt me to go back and look through my old unsorted hard drives just to see what was there. Lost the old files, but I used to keep backups just about everything. People were notorious for losing things all the time. I used to be one of the admins. Oh wait, whoa. Okay, hold on. Admins for what? Can't say. I don't have any database files or anything. It could be filed within my records. Several computer crashes, so it might be much. Work alongside, or are you going at it alone? Okay. Bro cannot read. You know, it's a good thing I can't fucking read because I really don't want to fucking give any indication who the fuck this person is. I'll handle this sober. I'll fucking handle this shit sober, dude. Okay. Hold on. Fuck me. Okay. Wait. Fuck. God damn it. Okay. Shit. Wrong email again. I'm signing the wrong email. Can I sign it? Here we go. Boom. Right here. Google alert. Yep, I know. Fuck. The person didn't respond. Okay. Just I did send an email to one of these victims. And I'm waiting for their response. I'll respond to that fucking email.
Totally fine.
Yeah. So, when I entered this group chat, I think there was maybe 5 or 6 narrators. Most of them were new. And we were like voice chatting a lot. Like it was typically a group of people just talking. And that's where I met creepy.
Wait, is Dickers? Hold on. Sorry, I probably should do this. Stickers live. Can I talk to him about the Crease McPasta shit? Can I talk to Dickers about the Crease McPasta shit? Question mark? Hello? Oh, he's not live. Fucking lame.
Pasta Jr.
When these allegations first came to light, I was as skeptical as most. Although screenshots and anecdotes can be solid evidence when combined with something more incriminating, they are not conclusive evidence on their own.
True.
Especially considering how easily screenshots can be edited.
Shit,
so when the news first broke, I figured that it was just best to wait for Creep's response and wait for more information to come out. But that all changed when Creeps dropped his response. Looking from the outside in, one would assume that Creeps must have made an incredible response. Just judging by the glowing comment section and positive like to dislike ratio, it seems like Creeps made a truthful response with some damning evidence, right?
Wrong!
Despite being 45 minutes long, Creeps provides no evidence to dispute the allegations against him. With the only evidence provided, besides word of mouth, being a few screenshots. He also heavily relied on appealing to ethos, stating that he could have never done what was being alleged because his family and close friends said so.
I also got a DM from another narrator, which again I'm going to try to keep names out of this, but they were interesting. They said they were like, he's encountered people, like he says he's encountered plenty of folk who do this kind of thing. One thing I've dealt with is previous partners of mine, multiple partners, have been victims. You know, seeing this firsthand, seeing the effects of it firsthand. I've seen PTSD, like literal PTSD, where there are triggers, there are like almost seizures, and I've had to, live with this through them. Something about me, and something my exes can attest to, I have had an aversion to that word almost my whole life. Like, I adore my friends, I adore my family, and I cherish my loved ones. But I have never told them explicitly the ILU.
Oh, God. Oh, God. This fucking response. Like, it is like, dude, I don't know how to describe it. Just, when I see this fucking video, I swear to fucking God, like, there is something deep inside of me that's just like, I want to fucking hurt this fucking dude. Okay, hold on. Chill. This fucking response is like one of the most manipulative pieces of media that have like ever been produced. Like ever. Like it is one of the most manipulative, disgusting, fucking, and just just knowing that this entire time when he's making this response, he knows he's lying. He knows he's lying. And just knowing that he knows that he's lying and he's saying this shit because he thinks he's fucking smart enough to get away with this shit, it kills me. It kills me because it's just like, haha, yeah, I'm gonna get away with this. Haha, yeah, these people don't know any better. Haha, yeah, these people don't know how bad I actually am. It fucking bothers me. It genuinely bothers me.
I've only said it once or twice to a few people, but people who are close to me and know me, as you know me in person, looked at it and like, are they serious? And that's what makes this so hard, is that I'm a serial monogamist. Like, I don't ever break out of the mold of being with a significant other. I just don't have it in me to be promiscuous, to be out there. And
lies. All of
it
it's lies.
I've never had an inclination to cheat. I'm a very distant person. I barely post on Instagram. Like, I don't talk to people. It's beyond me to be able to do that.
Never, ever. I have no doubt it wouldn't have happened then either.
Why is that?
Because I know me.
And that's something I would never do, I think, because it's just, I'm very vanilla when it comes to that. I'm very vanilla.
I know me. I would never do. I would never do something like
I
this.
will not accept, because many girls try to have sex with me. I swear I am virgin. I swear to God.
Never, ever. You know, I'm an Egyptian. I'm Muslim. I don't do this.
I'm Muslim. I would never do this.
It's not me. It's just
Needless to say, just saying that you can't do anything bad because you're Christian, or because your family and friends say that you wouldn't, or because you're not the kind of guy to do it, doesn't prove a thing.
If anything, that makes it more fucking, oh my God. And the music, dude, the music too. Oh my God. Music, here's the thing. Music goes a long way in certain videos because the music sets tone. Okay. If the way you're speaking doesn't do it, the music will fucking do it. And the song, there's just, God, he's so fucking evil. This fucking dude. Chris McPasta is genuinely one of the most evil fucking YouTubers like ever. Like ever. I swear to fucking God, this dude is so fucking evil. Holy
the real
shit.
downfall of Creeps' response is that he consistently lies throughout the video, showing a blatant attempt to distance himself from Komori and the chat logs. Most of his evidence proving that the person talking to Komori in her messages wasn't him are straight up lies and can be proven as such using public posts and videos.
And he got away
made by
with it.
Creeps in his-
That's the part. That's what makes all of this like a fucking stab in the heart. Like it's just knowing it's like this entire time, this fucking dude, like his plan worked. It worked. He won. Chris McPasta won. He won. He did it. He set out to do what he did, and he did it. It's fucking pain. It is pain.
his friends in 2012. As mentioned earlier, Komori is credited in 3 of Creeps McPasta's videos, Pokemon Jessica, and 2 videos in the collab project, The Street. Although Creeps acknowledged Komori's credits in his videos, he played her off as someone who he barely interacted with, but who was a part of the same
Fucking
group
lie.
of creepypasta narrators. To really drive his point home, he even reads the description of one of the videos Komori was in, and acted like most of the people credited were strangers to him.
Most people I collaborated with back then, their channel is either gone or I have no idea who they are, or like both. You know, like this person. Oh god, my knees. This person was apparently in an old video, Pokemon Jessica, and
Apparently, it was written by them. They didn't just voice themselves in the video. They made it. They're the ones who fucking made it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hold on. Really easy to find out. Pokemon Jessica. Who made this? I think it's Komori. I mean, I never said it. I never said in my script that it was made by Komori, but it's not said explicitly. Written by who? Can I show? Can I? Oh, God, dude. Okay, hold on. Just
For a start, like fair enough, that one's sole feature.
I don't know for sure. I think it was one of these things. One of these things. I know the streets was Kamori's idea. But Jessica, I think, was also written by Kamori, but I don't know for sure.
That person, but that's also one I have no memory of organizing. It was probably in the same vein of
I don't remember doing this. Fucking kill yourself. God,
Hey.
this dude.
I need a voice, and then someone comes forward.
I need a
And
voice.
the biggest tell is this Halloween special, where there's a long list of names, and there's like some people I know. I remember Mr. Creepypasta. I remember Scarecrow. There's Junior.
I remember Scarecrow. Oh, I remember Scarecrow. Oh, I wonder who that person is.
Some of the others. I have no.
I have no idea. Oh, I have no idea.
Like who's a Subat 28, and
so let me make this clear. There, you see this list now. I don't want to like change like the thing of the video so you could read the names, because there is a very very good reason why he's not uttering like the other fucking names that are in this list. There is a very fucking good reason why he's only reading the specific names that he's reading out right now, and he's not reading out the other fucking names that are in this list, because he fucking knows that if he were to, that would link him to other fucking damning shit. I hate this guy. I fucking hate this guy.
I daren't look for the channel. It's probably gone, or if it is, it's going to be a relic. But you know, who are these people?
He also
Who are
claimed
these
that a majority of
people?
his interactions with these narrators
Who are these
boiled down to
minors?
asking
I
for
wouldn't have
requests.
groomed them, never.
And- Yeah, let's try to look again. So yeah, no, really,
Yeah, no.
I know some of the names,
I know
but
some
not all
of them.
them. Again,
Not all of
that's
them.
telling to, you know, this is the first year.
Yeah, that just means that I'm innocent. I mean, I know some of the names, but I don't know the other ones.
Where nobody was big, and I was just happy to get voices.
Can you tell? I fucking hate this guy with like every fiber of my being. And it's why I'm spending so much time. Honestly, part of it procrastinating. Honestly, full disclosure, part of it is procrastinating. But another point is like I'm every time I decide to work on the script, I start from the very beginning and I reread the entire fucking script just to make tiny little changes here and there, because this fucking needs to be perfect. This script needs to be perfect.
On a collaboration, especially that big, you have to imagine the feeling of like doing your first big collab. But you weren't- I
First
wasn't
big
big. It was just,
collab.
I need this. I need that. Who wants to be in it? Oh yeah, that sounds exciting. Everyone wanted to work
Oh
together.
my god, haha, yeah, just a bunch of random people that I just don't know, and just haha, yeah, just my first big collab with a bunch of randoms that I don't know.
But
So there you go. Seems like a pretty solid response, right?
Yep.
Especially considering
And you know, honestly, the source of my rage honestly comes from the fact that this fucking response fooled me. It fooled me. I saw this response and I saw it when it was released, and I was convinced that he was innocent. And to find out that every single fucking thing, every single point in this response was like literally a lie. Just like it's like, oh, you're trying to hide shit. You're trying to hide shit. And that bothers me. That fucking bothers me. It's like, this is what we could glean from the surface? What the fuck else are you hiding? And we'll never know. And we'll never know. We'll never know. Because this guy will slink and slither around an actual response.
most of the other narrators within the description are
You
either
thought that he was innocent? Yes, because at the time I saw when his response came out, I thought he was innocent. Because I saw that. I didn't know. I never saw Komori's interview. I was subscribed to Christmas Pasta. I saw that video show up in my feed. I watched it and I thought, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, while he says that it's not him, it's someone impersonating it. And the way that he phrases it makes sense. If you don't know the wider details, if you don't know the wider details that are involved in this shit, your immediate assumption is gonna be like, okay, well, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, it sounds like he's innocent. But then when you actually look, dude, he lies about the dumbest shit that could be easily proven wrong, too. Because he knows most people who are subscribed to him now weren't around during the time of these allegations, so they wouldn't know that he's fucking lying. Unless someone was willing to do the arduous task of digging back, way back into his past and finding the old fucking shit that he was fucking doing.
Actor shifted away from creepypasta and don't seem to be within his friend group as of late. It might really seem like his relationship to Komori was all business. However, in the description of the very video Creeps looked at, Creeps not only credits Komori for coming up with the idea for the video series, saying it was meant to be a joint project between them, but also states that she would no longer be able to do narrations. For them to not only be working on a multi-part series, but for Creeps to also be aware of what was going on in her personal life, shows that the two were indeed talking to each other at some point. This is further backed by the second street video she was credited in, where Creeps reiterated her not being able to make narrations and mentions having a recording of her laying around. Notice how he specifically mentions Komori wanting him to use the recording. How could she ask Creeps to use her recording if they weren't talking to each other?
You know, let me play a fucking simpler fucking game, dude. Let me play a simpler game.
However, that's not all. Creeps also tried removing her credit from his Pokemon Jessica video, but later put it back in after being called
Trying to cut in the fucking act, dude. This oh god. Oh my god.
out for it, thanks to archives on
dude, literally caught in the act of trying to hide shit. It really, because my thing is like, oh, you were caught hiding this. What else were you hiding? What else were you hiding?
Wayback Machine. We can see that on August 23rd, 2020, the day after Komori's interview.
Also, just to be clear, irrelevant to the Christmas pasta shit. Okay, listen, I have one mod on here. I have one mod on here that might get some eyes. Okay, listen, I like Luna. Okay, listen. Okay, full disclosure, I like Luna. Okay, I like Luna as a character, and I project myself onto Luna. Okay, I will not elaborate. It's like it's okay. It's a little thirsty looking fucking Luna avatar thing. Okay.
It was uploaded. Okay. Komori's credit disappeared for Creeps' Pokemon Jessica video, only for it to be added back a day or two later.
Yeah, literally caught red-handed trying to fucking hide evidence. It's like, oh, I'm innocent. Haha. Laha teehee. Shit.
To say that it's strange on Creeps' part to be trying to distance himself from Komori is an understatement. Besides adding her...
Toki can't judge me. This motherfucker has like fucking... What's his face? It's a profile picture. Fucking has-boner hotel. Fucking fanboy over here. He can't judge me. Okay.
Her credit back after being called out. Creeps also made a pinned comment explaining that the reason he did so had nothing to do with trying to hide a connection to him.
Whoa.
Instead, according to him,
it's this one.
It was to increase the views of his already popular videos through metadata, while also claiming that changes to the video.
Listen, okay, it's a bit curvy. Okay, it's a bit curvy. Okay.
Were made in February 2020.
It's a bit curvy.
Although there is some truth to what Creeps is saying here, he's also being deceptive towards the audience by not giving them the full context. Thanks to Wayback, we can show that he did indeed make changes to the video's title.
Hell, coming from me who hasn't been known to be emotionally abusive to my ex, breaking up with me. Recently, my ex treated my partner like shit, like Doki Doki game. Wait, what? Oh, Pyro did something similar. They apologized for being friends with edgy people. Completely ignores the French girl allegations, fooled many others. To be fair to Pyro, even the girl, and yeah, you can fucking see the fucking avatar. What? Why is everything all fucked up? Wait, whoa. Why are the fucking graphics all fucked up? Bring up with me recently. Ignore the French girl's allegations. Yeah, to be fair to Pyro, even the French girl said that Pyro wasn't like sexual with her at all. Still like a really fucking bizarre relationship to have, but either way, like, yeah, like, fucking, like, the real problem with the Pyro allegations isn't even necessarily Ivory. Isn't even necessarily like his fucking shit with Ivory. Is that he accepted a 14-year-old French girl into his friend group, and that girl ended up dating some guy who was like 24 and ended up like severely like fucking abusing her. Like,
description in February.
And Pyro wants to pretend like there was nothing that he could do in that situation. It's like, dude, you knew because you dated that girl at one point. You fucking knew. You were 19. That dude was like 24. Why the fuck didn't you do anything? Like, yeah, the Pyro shit is just fucking aggravating as fuck.
2020, months prior to Komori's interview. However, there's just one thing that throws a wrench in Creeps' story, besides the actual archives showing him in the act of removing the credit. And that is that Komori was still credited in February. Although Creeps did make changes to the Jessica video in February, and most likely for the reasons he claimed in his comment, these
February, just to be clear, so in this video, so like, because people throwing around dates, like months, might not put it into perspective. So basically, what he's saying here is that the initial interview with Komori came out in August 22nd. August 22nd. That's when the Komori interview came out. In February, this guy was trying to hide shit. So someone tipped Creeps off that Komori was coming out against him, and he was actively trying to hide shit. Okay? And he would have been successful had there not have been archives of that video in 2014 that shows that Komori was credited in that fucking video. So, how lucky is that?
changes are completely separate from when he removed Komori's credit.
Shit.
What's more is that when you actually look at the descriptions of Creeps' other popular videos from 2012,
Hold on, give me a
many
sec.
of which eclipsed Pokemon Jessica in views, most of them seem to have been updated years before Jessica was. Many of his more popular stories, including the ones he added creepypasta to the title, have links to his now defunct social media pages like his Tumblr, and ventures that he started in 2014 or 2015 but ended up dropping, like his app and gaming review channel. This even applies to other Pokemon videos with way more views than Pokemon Jessica, so it really seems like Jessica got special attention in 2020.
It did.
It's also worth noting that Creeps didn't try removing Komori's credits from any of his The Street videos, but it's more likely because they received significantly less views than Pokemon Jessica, which is based on Pokemon, a massive IP, and her credits would more likely go unnoticed.
God, this is fucking detail. Dude, look at this, look at this, look at this. Wait. All the other Streets videos were privated while I was making this video. Huh? Oh, what are you trying to fucking hide? Scum fuck. And it just so happens when I'm in the middle of making this video, a bunch of, well, really, just one of the most damning videos just suddenly went private. Wow. Just suddenly went private. Oh, what the fuck? What's going on? Still trying to hide evidence to this day.
So, if Komori really was just a fuzzy memory to Creeps, how could he have remembered what video he needed to remove the credit for? Moreover, why would Creeps make such an active effort to hide his connections to her?
Pussy behavior? Yeah, dude. I fucking hate this dude. Hold on. I'm
In his
checking
response,
the mods.
Creeps claimed to have never typed in the style of Komori's personal messages, even acting shocked and disgusted at some of the vernacular used.
Any of those actions. I have to zoom in. So some of these messages
It's fucked up.
are very, very interestingly written.
The mod's
on my
fucked up.
behalf. The notable things that really point out in my head is the capital letters at the start, and also the weird use of punctuation. So it's like this.
He's Oh my god, I want to murder this guy.
This one here says, "Where are you?"
Minecraft,
Exclamation
Minecraft,
mark,
Minecraft, Minecraft,
exclamation
Minecraft,
mark,
Minecraft,
question mark,
Minecraft.
question mark, exclamation mark, crying face. Which we'll keep that aside for now. Remember that. What's this one? Capital letter, wait. Capital letter, this means ... Capital letter, you're back in the market, in brackets think. A capital letter, damn it, this isn't Skype XD. Again, just remember that for now. Just remember that for now. But
just remember that. I would never type like this retarded gay faggot shit. I would never do that. Just remember that for later.
There's a few discrepancies that really stand out for me. And it's mentioned twice. It's where I say, I have to breathe for this one, it's where I say, and the DMs is really just like, oh no, pet's head in asterisk. I didn't even realize that one was there.
What?
Cringe asterisk is
so cringe. Oh, it's so
no, I've
cringe.
never.
I would never do
no,
that.
we're not doing that.
I would never do that.
Yeah, so there is one.
Now, this argument is something that Creeps' fan base has really latched onto. Many of them,
notoriously lolicon enjoyer, Mr. Cynical, YouTube's with no name can get thrown in jail for harboring CPG forever, but Creeps Pasta gets away with it because I mean, fucking Pyro basically got away with it. Like, this motherfucker literally uploaded a video where he admitted it's like, yeah, at one point in the conversation, I knew Ivory was 16, and I kept talking to him. like so many fucking people like looked over that detail. It's like, he literally admitted that he knew at one point in time. Now, he never specifies at what point. Curiously enough, at one point, he knew Ivory was 16 and that he regrets not talking to Ivory when he found out. Like, oh, okay.
as well as Creeps himself, assert that Creeps couldn't have typed in such a way because it's cringe and sounds like it was written by a teenage girl. What's more is that Creeps also said that he would never tell someone that he loves them, which, by the way, is his first major defense in his response.
He would never do
and
that.
He was very vanilla when it came to his sex life.
Yep, true.
He even claimed,
fact checked by true American patriots,
that he had a Christian upbringing growing up to try to make his point stronger.
It's true.
However, this all becomes moot when you actually take a second to think about how people actually acted online back in 2012. Because back in 2012, when the internet's user base was a lot smaller and people were more shameless as a result, back when Invaderzim random XD humor was still in fashion, back before the obsession with cringe became a widespread phenomenon, anyone who was online at the time would know that quote-unquote cringe asterisks, kitty faces, and other language now considered to be embarrassing were in widespread use and could be found all over YouTube comments, forums, Facebook, Tumblr, and even from other YouTubers at the time. However, the major elephant in the room is that all of Creeps' claims are brazen lies, as there are hundreds of posts by Creeps in a similar style to Komori's messages all throughout his social media pages, including his YouTube comments, Facebook page, Tumblr account, and Q&As on his and other narrators' channels.
So basically what this is showing, and I'm gonna skip this fucking part because I mean this part kind of goes on for too long. It basically shows that he talked literally exactly like how it was shown in the messages. So just like he's literally like, nah, pet's head, oh, I love you, haha, la 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 la. Holy fuck, that bitch is tall. Jesus. Okay.
Browsing through his post from 2012 paints the image of someone with an immature sense of humor.
Okay, I'd just be any Pokemon trainer in the Pokemon universe, because then because I don't care who I be.
Okay, so this interview is still up. I guarantee it. Give it like within a year. This video is gonna be fucking private. This video is gonna be fucking private. Because it's still on Creeps' gaming channel. It's still up there where he's like conducting this interview with his one of his many Facebook moderators who were minors, and yeah, many moderators who were minors, called Nameless Monster, where he was acting inappropriately with, and there's still some remnants of his inappropriate interactions with these moderators. But anyway,
Because I'll just be a trainer and
You just want to catch all the Pikachus.
It will be Pokemon. Yes. Catch all the Pikachus and I'll gather them all in my room and I'll hug them forever and never let them go. And I'll keep hugging them.
said it like a true pedophile.
Okay.
Good job.
A real penchant for flirting towards fans and his fellow narrators, and someone who can't seem to keep his dick in his pants with the amount of porn he has shared on his official page. He claimed that he rarely tells people that he loves them, but there are countless comments, social media posts, and videos of him telling so to his fans and fellow.
Honestly, I shouldn't have been friends with the person who dunks on grooming victims, getting preyed on in the same commentary community, the consequences of actions. Camden Ryder, I have no idea who the fuck that person is.
Narrators.
Why won't you love me? I never said I didn't love you. In fact, I posted a status saying I loved everyone.
I thought he was
including
vanilla.
you.
What the fuck,
Especially
creeps? You fucking lied.
Especially you who's listening to this now. I love you.
Whoa, I thought he would never say that word ever. LOL.
Alright,
XD.
Creeps, come on.
Yeah, we're ending it.
Wait, we're ending it?
I don't know.
We're ending it. No, I want you to say something to your fans.
You want me to say something?
Love you is not sufficient.
Yeah, he would, but he wouldn't ever say that. Creeps would
No,
never
it
say
is
that.
not.
He's super vanilla. He would
sorry,
never say
I
that.
thought love meant something.
No, it's just a word.
Okay, to my fans, I want to make sweet, creepy love babies with you.
Whoa. I thought Mr. Conservative Vanilla would never say anything like that. He would never say anything like that ever. But apparently he did. Wow.
He also claimed
A
that
lie.
he was a prudish, reserved guy.
Me when I
but
lie?
in reality, 2012 Creeps was regularly reaching out to fans and other narrators, was openly affectionate towards them.
Me when I
would
lie?
constantly make dick and boob jokes, and would regularly post porn and waifus on his social media pages, and him trying to act like a cutesy little anime boy. He made frequent use of the type of language he claimed he never did, such as nas, asterisks, and so on. Really seems like Creeps wasn't as humble and reserved as he made himself out to be, and that isn't all, because 2012 Creeps also had no filter around young fans and narrators. But don't take
Why is he
my
so
word
fucking
for it,
big,
because
dude?
Creeps himself stated as such in a Q&A on his Creeps Plays channel, one which also features Creeps' Facebook admin at the time, Nameless Monster.
Three, please don't get mad. How old are Creeps and Nameless Monster?
How old are
should
Creeps
we
and
answer
Nameless
that?
Monster? Should
yeah,
be
there's
named.
nothing wrong with knowing the age. I don't
There's
know. I'm
nothing-
21 anyway.
I'm 16.
16. Aww.
See, and he pretends like he didn't know. Just to be absolutely clear, while there isn't any like confirming evidence, he 100% knew how old Nameless was the whole time, right? Evidence by Creeps, or not Creeps, evidence by Nameless basically saying, should we make that public? Because she will mention later, and I think this is even mentioned later in this video, like in a couple fucking seconds. She literally says, well, I said I was, you kept making sexual advances on me, and I told you that I was illegal. Like,
You little baby, I didn't know how old you were.
I didn't know how old you
I
were.
just want to pinch your cheeks and be like, oh my gosh, you're so cute.
How old did you think I was?
I don't know. For some reason I had 17 in my head.
I-
It wasn't
I-
that far off anyway, but...
I told you I was illegal, like, because you kept making like sexual innuendos, and I'm like, dude, I'm
Okay, no. That's not directed. Okay, I do that to everyone. I'm not.
I do that to
But I
everyone.
am legal in his country, so apparently.
Okay, changing
like,
subject because this is.
It's like
getting
invitation enough for you, isn't it?
No, okay. Changing subject. No, I'm just flirty with everyone.
Okay, so
I'm flirting with
Creeps is
everyone.
21 and I'm 16.
I'm flirting with everyone. Don't really care how old I am. 12, 14, 16. Who gives a fuck? I'm flirting with everybody. Fuck it.
Not that any of you really care.
Why not?
Now that is something any 21-year-old shouldn't be caught dead saying, let alone around a 16-year-old girl. But that
I think I'd like literally take a cheese grater to my fucking ball sack rather than like say something like that. rather than admit something like that. It's like, oh yeah, I talk sexually to minors actually all the time. That's just what I do. Lol, lol, teehee, joke, prank. They just got pranked.
also begs the question of why Creeps even let this young girl into his circle in the first place. Really doesn't seem like Creeps was the prudish little wallflower he made himself out as. And what's more is that this type of language is found in his posts well after 2012, with some even spanning as recently as 2016. There was no reason for Creeps to act shocked at the language used in the messages because he was using
Literally
it for
none.
years.
Yep.
In fact, it's hilarious
First
that
come,
Creeps
first
and his
serve.
fans
Yeah,
would
it's spawn
even claim
camping.
that it couldn't be him because the person in the messages types like a teenage girl, when Creeps in 2012 posted like a stereotypical Tumblr girl. This wouldn't be as much of a concern if he had claimed that a catfish was copying the way he wrote, but he flat out denied it, regardless of all the evidence proving otherwise. In his response, Creeps also reasoned that he couldn't be the person in Komori's messages because the Creeps with pasta in her messages mentioned going to work, and according to him, he wasn't working at the time.
Here's my problem with Matanui's video. Well, it's not even a problem with Matanui's video. Is the fact that like chrono it's hard to follow. It's a hard video to follow if you're not listening to every single fucking word that he's saying. Here's something. I think it would have helped if he went chronologically. Komori's video came out, then Creeps' response came out, right? And then most of the evidence that came out after Creeps' response debunks like 99% of like what the fuck he was saying. And I think that's important because it really helps put into perspective how much this fucking dude was lying. How much this dude was fucking lying. It really helps put into perspective. And I say that because like the way it's structured in my video is in terms of like chronology, right? Like what happens in what happens like I guess like in universe, so to speak, right? Because like it helps. I'm trying to set up as like, oh, Creeps' response actually answered like a lot of the allegations. So what the fuck is the point of me making the video? Actually, turns out, boom, he lied about everything. Bam, 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 bam. This is how he lied about everything, and it's like it helps cement that into the audience's mind that like, oh, this fucking dude was like lying about everything, right? Instead, like Matanui is like slowly drip feeding like all the lies into the audience, and like I don't think that helps. I don't think that I think it helps. I think it helps to like have Creeps give his response, give the audience the impression of like this is what Creeps wants you to think. He wants you to think that he's innocent. So let me phrase it in a way that he wants it to be phrased in. Like let him speak for himself. And it's like, oh, he sounds pretty innocent. Boom. Everything is a fucking lie. You were lied to the whole fucking time. And then that really helps the audience. It's like, oh shit. This fucking guy is like actually lying about everything.
To really make his case, Creeps also claimed that most of the jobs he had held were ones where he didn't require to leave home, with the only job he held that wasn't work at home being at Blockbusters, but that this happened during his college years and was before he even began his channel.
No!
There was one message that really stands out to me. The start of my message is this. I was at work.
Now
let me tell you something about myself.
I never worked.
I've only ever had one job where I left the house.
I'm a
other job
deadbeat.
I've had, I've worked at home. I've only ever had one job where I left the house, and that was Blockbusters. And it's become such a... We all know what happened to Blockbusters. Okay?
Lol.
And
relatable.
The fact that I said I was out for
relatable.
work is really
Bazinga.
one of the
Yes.
biggest
Sigma.
tells for me.
Skibbity.
because
Yes. Relatable.
I was at work when I was in college, but I was in college, like, I started doing YouTube after college. So, where did that come from? And that's where one of the suspicious things comes out to me.
Where did it come from, Creeps?
Unfortunately for Creeps, his online footprint shows a completely different story. Not only does he have multiple posts from 2012 of him mentioning being at work, but he also explicitly mentions working at Blockbusters in one of them. But if that weren't enough,
literally
Creeps also
like,
talks about working at Blockbusters in that
such a
Q&A
stupid
on
lie.
his Creeps Plays channel.
So I can't wait.
Oh, and by the way, those posts that he showed, these posts right here that he showed were like Creeps is talking about going to work and stuff like that. I checked; those posts don't exist anymore. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that interesting? Those posts that Matanui is showing on his Facebook profile right now, they just don't exist anymore. That's crazy.
Mentioning being at work.
Wow.
But he also explicitly mentions working at Blockbusters in one of them. But if that weren't enough, Creeps also talks about working at Blockbusters in that Q&A on his Creeps Plays channel.
So I can't wait.
Okay. Renee White asks again, what is your favorite genre of movie?
A movie? Ooh. I love family movies. Disney. Oh, I
love the movies that put me closer to children. Yes. Yes, Creeps. Yes, that's a good. That's yes.
Disney movies. No, all right.
Oh, I love the movies that put me closer to children. Yes.
I don't mind saying that. And behind me is a Blu-ray player, and you're supposed to put Blu-rays in to show off the quality. And I keep putting the DVD copy of Aladdin in first.
And to really drive the point home, here he is talking about his part-time at Blockbusters in his Draw My Life video from 2015, where he even talks about balancing between making videos and working at Blockbusters at the start of his channel.
Eventually, through more hard work, I finished college with the highest grade possible. I did this whilst getting and maintaining a part-time job and keeping consistent content on YouTube. This was the most satisfying thing I ever did in my life. Some days even ran over 12 hours,
Blockbuster.
yet I still managed to do the whole...
If you really want that Blockbuster aesthetic, you know you'll get it at a fucking pawn shop. At this point, it's like you want that Blockbuster aesthetic, it's at a pawn shop, dude. At this fucking point, the Blockbuster aesthetic is never coming back. It's never fucking coming back, dude.
Video making process all by myself. Since college was finished, I found myself with more spare time.
At first, people might brush off Creeps lying about Komori and the way he typed as white lies, saying that, oh, he was just embarrassed about the way he typed, or oh, it's been so long, and his memory just isn't that great.
Dude, the people that unironically fucking defend Creeps McPasta, like it's like a legion of like fucking pedo. It's like the pedo defense force. I swear to fucking God. I still get comments. I still occasionally, very rarely, I still get comments on my Creeps McPasta video. People being like, you know, it's a shame that you really think that Creeps is lying. And it's like, do you like hearing about children being raped and fucked with? Like, is that do you just like hearing that? Is that why you're just like in blatant denial of like facts that are being shown in front of your fucking face? Like, do you just get off to like hearing about children getting like groomed and raped and almost killing themselves because they got groomed by a fucking pedophile? Like, does that like amuse you? Are you like a sick fucking human being? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I fucking hate
He sure seemed to remember working at Blockbusters back in 2016. There was no reason for him to lie to his audience about this, and shows that he's been going out of his way to lie about similarities between himself and the person talking to Komori in those messages. This next lie relates to Creeps debunking one of Komori's anecdotes. This is unsurprising, considering many of her anecdotes counters Creeps' claims about his ties with her. The funny thing is that for how his response, Creeps claims to be on Komori's side, believing her to be telling the truth, but that the Creeps
pawn shops don't do that. Well, pawn shops sell movies that are as cheap as renting movies. Okay, so it's like close enough.
Talked to her was a catfish, while also spending a good chunk of the video debunking stories told about their interactions, or in other words, saying that she's lying.
Because we do have a real victim. That's the sad part about that. You do have a real victim, but then the person impersonating doesn't get caught because, of course, like anyone can assume an identity. But the person
and just you to really put it to perspective, right? For me, or really puts it into perspective. It's like he's saying this knowing he's lying. Knowing he's lying. That's what gets under my fucking skin. He's saying all of this knowing he's lying.
Who was framed is also, like, in some ways a victim in a different way. And
for example, he tried to debunk her claims that he had sent her money through PayPal by showing his transactions from his PayPal and saying that the farthest back it goes is 2017.
Oh, apparently I sent money on PayPal. And I tried, like, again,
apparently,
this is another thing where they've set the date so far back.
Soy, it's not there.
Because on PayPal, I tried going as far back as possible. So I was spam clicking all the months, and the furthest I could go was August 2017, which is 3 years ago. So, again, it comes down to word of mouth, because they never showed any screenshots of me sending payment. They've only said it. But all I can say is, like, I didn't send people payments, like, back in the day as well. Like,
this allegation is particularly worth noting because it shows that Komori, if being honest, knew what Creeps' face looked like. However, Creeps' quote-unquote debunking only shows that he has a PayPal account that is from 2017. For all we know, he could have other PayPal accounts that date back farther.
We started like video chatting too, and I remember he used to wear like a Pikachu onesie all the time, and eventually I wanted a Pikachu onesie too, and he actually sent me money, which I only remember that he sent me money for that because I was looking through my emails and I saw the PayPal like messages and like the money sent, and then like
I'm gonna get somebody to go on a date with me and I'm gonna fucking hate watch it with them. That's what I'm gonna do. I already have someone that I'm talking to currently that, like, they don't live too far. I mean, they live kind of far, but like they don't live too far. I'm thinking like, yeah, let's go on a date. Fuck it, let's watch the Minecraft movie. Fuck it, why not?
a couple days or a few days later, I bought the onesie.
It's gonna have to be now Pikachu, just because it's associated with me so much, just from everything I do, Pikachu related. And to no one that knows, the main thing I got is a Pikachu onesie, and that just stuck with me ever since I got it.
That's not
because every time people see it, I've got pictures of me in it and stuff. I don't know. Show us your face. That was not a question. I'm evil. No. What do you look like? I watch. Oh, something in my throat. What do you look like? I watch your videos and love your voice, but I want to see the man behind the microphone. Post a pic. Okay, I'll post a picture of me in the video. In fact, right now, at this point in the video, there will probably, if I remember, be a picture of me. Enjoy.
Turns out pedophiles come in all shapes and sizes.
And the reason it's a Pikachu mask is... Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't even answer the question. The reason it was a Pikachu mask was because I had a Pikachu onesie and I just kept playing around with that, like taking pictures of myself, just doing funny video.
Every time I fucking hear this dude talk, I want to fucking gouge his eyes out. I want to fucking murder. I want to murder this guy. Unabashedly. You know what? Not in Minecraft. In real life. I want to fucking kill him. I want to kill him. I want to kill this fucking person. Dude, there is nobody on YouTube that I currently hate as much as I fucking hate Creepypasta. I fucking hate this guy. I fucking hate this guy. I actually really hate this guy, dude.
Calls of people in a Pikachu onesie.
Another anecdote he tried to counter was Komori's claim of inspiring him to make a gaming channel. Creeps' way of debunking this was by claiming that he started his gaming channel in 2011
so stupid.
before he even met Komori.
So stupid. He doesn't even debunk it.
Apparently, she claimed credit for me uploading gameplay on the second channel. Now, this is something you can actually check. If you go on Social Blade, you can see my channel was made March 6th, 2012.
What?
The gameplay channel.
Get Whoa, this, that debunks everything.
March, either 5th or 7th. I know it was like a day off. 2011. This is I think I've told this on stream before, but this is a fun confession.
On stream before. Wow, he used to stream? Yeah, he used to stream. Would you believe it if I said all the VODs of those streams are just gone? Why would they be gone? Wow, that's crazy. Why would they be gone? Why would they be disappeared?
It was technically my first channel, and it was, get this, a Call of Duty montage channel. All the videos are gone now. they're all unlisted.
That
I
must
I
mean
can
he's not a
easily post
pedophile
one again, or,
because
like,
he used
at
to
least
make Call of
show a
Duty
screenshot
montage
of
videos.
that existed in a time period. But you know, the fact that they claim credit for the gameplay channel was something.
However, this is not giving the full
I'm
picture,
sold.
which can be
I'm
put
sold
together
personally.
using public posts by Creeps from 2012 and his own response. In spite of Creeps starting the channel in 2011,
It's like J
he
Station.
didn't start using it in association with his Creeps persona until 2012. Creeps himself admits that his second channel started as a Call of Duty montage channel, There's Two of Us.
Huh? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah, 100%. I make this disclosure too, dude. In my digging of the Christian Pasta video, I found some information that straight up, like, literally, like, full on. Now Creeps is like first and last name is out there, but because his like first and last name is like so like void, it's like kind of hard to really pin down who exactly he is, like, anywhere. I found his like full name out there. His full name is out there, and yeah, and it connects to his brother because him and his brother run a business together, and it connects to the Crease McPasta identity, and yeah. Do not fuck with his family at all. His family is not at fault for any of this shit. They had no idea any of this shit was going down. His brother was only involved as far as like their business and their original little gaming channel that they ran as a hobby for a little bit. That's literally it. His brother is completely fucking innocent, yeah, and doesn't deserve any fucking harassment at all. Got this fucking rat child on my fucking head right now. This music sounds familiar. It's supposed to be ironic. It's supposed to be ironic. It's like the kind of music that was used in like creepypasta narrations and shit.
Said channel was eventually abandoned and remained inactive until its rebranding into Creeps Plays. Although Creeps asked his fans if they wanted him to make a gaming channel on June 13, 2012, before he rebranded the There's Two of Us channel on June 18, 2012. Based on Facebook replies from June 17, 2012, where Creeps responded to a deleted account saying he was thinking about making a gaming channel, and comments on his channel prior to the rebranding, his second channel wasn't associated with Creeps Pasta until June 2012. What's even more interesting is that the day after this interaction on Facebook, June 18, Creeps posted his first video on the channel, now under its rebranded name of Creeps Plays, and made a post treating the channel as a new venture,
I'm not shocked.
into fan demand. Although there was definitely a demand for Creeps to create his gaming channel by his fans,
Literally not
it
shocked.
kind of seems like this Facebook interaction was the catalyst for him to make a gaming channel, which is really interesting, bearing in mind that
to be fucking 100% fair, it's not to say anything damning about like the fucking My Little Pony fandom, because like, listen, I'm a furry. It's like very fucking rich for me to judge like the My Little Pony fucking fan base. Okay, so it's like I understand like there are like on the surface, it might seem like there's like a bunch of crazy people. Like most people are just like fucking normal people. But like it's not shocking that like that kind of content does attract like pedophilic fucking people. Like it 100% does. Like 1000 fucking percent is like attracts like pedophilic people. Fuck! I'm getting raped.
Reclaimed to have made the recommendation to Creeps.
Grammar's important and different seed this time, so let's just use my username.
My username.
Apparently people have been struggling to read this when there's no capital letters. Some people say the rest woof us. I don't know what that means, but no, it's there's two of us. Kind of doesn't make sense to anyone except me, but I don't care.
But even if we can't truly confirm whether or not it was her Creeps was responding to, it was still dishonest to him to act like he had a gaming channel under the Creeps name in 2011.
It's stupid. It's such a stupid lie.
Another of Komori's anecdotes that Creeps tried to debunk was Komori claiming that Creeps built pixel art murals of her in Minecraft and therefore knew how old she was.
One of the first flirting instances was, I mean,
dude, it's actually crazy like how many of like some of like the top people related to like creepypasta shit is like a lot of them are just like fucking groomers. Like the guy who wrote the Sonic.exe creepypasta, he's a fucking groomer. He was talking to like a 14-year-old fucking girl or some shit when he was like in his like 20s. It's like a repeated thing. It's like for all like and it's like I know, God, it fucking sucks to say this, dude. Mr. Creepypasta isn't innocent either. He is not innocent either. He is not innocent either at all. Far from it. This fucking dude did some crazy fucking shit. And it'll come up later. It'll come up later. Yeah, Mr. Creepypasta is not innocent in this at all. Like, far from it. Insane.
I don't know what initiated, like, because I suppose, like, he probably knew that I liked him a lot, you know? And so on Minecraft, he had made a huge, like, pixel art or block art thing of my face. Like, back then, you know, I had, like, blue hair, half blue and half black hair. And, yeah, so he spent like hours making that on Minecraft, and I don't know, that was like pretty big to me back then. Like that meant a lot.
Okay, and did he know that you were 13?
Yep.
Yeah, we would like joke about how like we were the reverse age, you know, like because he was 21 and I was 12.
Okay.
But now I just realized like that's anyway.
Creeps did so by claiming that he only played Minecraft with a select group consisting of other popular narrators and their friends, and also claimed that it would be impossible for him to have made the murals of Komori because Minecraft didn't have creative mode in 2012.
Oh yeah, apparently, yeah, so here's another one. Apparently I played Minecraft with them, and I made like a mural of them. I spent like hours on it apparently, but like I mentioned before, I never got my name on Minecraft, so who knows who that was.
Such a fucking liar! God, he's such a fucking liar, dude.
The email I used for my first ever, my only Minecraft account is from 2014, which I think is a bit late. I do feel like I had the account before, but the only server
I feel like I
ever
did. You know, just to give myself a little bit of plausible deniability, just in the off chance people actually find out I'm fucking lying.
Remember playing on that far back was with some narrators, but it was a closed one. Like I feel like I knew everyone there because it had my now ex, a few narrators which are still around today, which you know are not involved in any of this, and then like a few of their personal friends, and that was it.
Oh, that was it.
And there was no creative mode in it. I think there was no creative mode because I had to make my damn mansion myself. It was bloody hard. I had to make a nice, beautiful mansion, which my friend blew up. I was sad about that, but there was no way to make any kind of hours-long mural without creative mode. And, you know, the fact that I can't remember them and I remember who was on the server, I don't think that was the place. So
it's just,
that's
Minecraft
that's
is fucking good. Okay, listen.
The hilarious thing about that is that it can be disproved with a simple Google.
Listen, when I get big enough, I'm going to do a SMP. Okay, and it's not gonna be like a dream SMP. It's just gonna be like a fucking Minecraft server. All the fucking viewers can fuck around in or whatever. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh no. 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 He's fucking dead. Oh no. Okay. No, I didn't mean to do that. Fuck.
Search and a quick read. All it takes is a few seconds to find out that creative mode for Minecraft Java Edition was first publicly available in 2011. Creeps even had a creative mode save file back in 2012,
the Diddy Mansion,
as shown in his earliest Minecraft
yeah,
videos
that's what
on
he
his
was
gaming
building.
channel.
Fucking haters.
So thought I'd go for it.
Haters will say
Apparently people
he
have been
put no
struggling
effort
to read
into
this
it.
when there's no capital letters. Some people say the
But he put his blood, sweat, and tears into building that fucking Diddy Mansion.
rest woof us.
Oh wait,
I don't know
those
what that
were,
means, but no, it's theirs to
chest
us.
pads. Those were chest pads.
Kind of doesn't make sense to anyone except me, but I don't care.
Oh.
But let's see, so it's hardcore creative. So yes, this time just doing it in survival. A little less pressure then.
I absolutely love this lie, just because of how easy it is to disprove. But what about that super secret Minecraft server that Creeps was in? Well, I can't prove for certain that this was the server he was referring to, but I'd like to introduce you to MCP's Minecraft Extravaganza.
Whoa!
Now, Mr. Creepypasta is another popular narrator who became really close friends with Creeps over the years. MCP is also the big narrator that Creeps doesn't refer to by name, which is odd because it's so obvious that he's talking about him and the circle of narrators associated with him. And what did it take to get into this elusive
life
server?
stuff? Yeah, 100%.
All you had to do was...
Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% candid, and only the 12 of you who are watching right now will know. I guarantee, I promise you, if I do start this SMP, nobody is gonna know the fucking mods, okay? Unless you're reading like the change logs or whatever the fuck, okay? Unless you're like autistic enough. And if, by the way, if you say the changes that I'm making to the mod pack, I'm gonna fucking ban you, okay? Because I want to see people's reaction when I fucking change it. I'm gonna start a casual like SMP, sort of like, you know, the basic shit, like some sci-fi stuff, some like if people want to do like nerdy contraption fucking bullshit. I know I personally don't give a fuck to do that, but I'll put that there for the people that do like that. I mostly like combat stuff and quality of life stuff. Whatever that enhances like the normal Minecraft gameplay that isn't like too like complex. I like. I'll try to do like a general appeal to like all kinds of players. But like randomly, and I won't say when, randomly, I'm going to update the mod pack and like lie. I will lie to you. I will lie to you. I will say, oh yeah, some of the mods got updated, guys. Haha. So we're going to update the mod pack and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to sneak in a horror mod. I'm going to sneak in a fucking horror mod where like some fucking monster like hunts you fucking people down. And I'm never going to tell you. I'm never going to tell you that I added that.
In fact, Creeps' post asking to be allowed into the server is still there on the community page. At this point, you might be starting to realize that Creeps is willing to lie about everything under
Not
the
sure
sun,
how that'll
from
go.
his
Fuck
ties to
it.
Komori and personal details about himself to random minute details. However, it's Creeps' big conclusion about the situation that shows just how far he's really willing to lie to his audience. Creeps' ultimate conclusion regarding the situation was that Komori was telling the truth, that the messages were real, and that Komori really was groomed. However, the Creeps pasta she was talking to was a catfish.
I don't know. Again, and then like on Skype you could rename yourself. So then when people are trying to add me, I'd be like, oh, search Creeps for Pasta, and they'll be like, oh, it's like 20 results. I'm like, okay, I'll add you. You know, because guess what? You did that with any YouTuber. You
Great
search for
horror
a name,
content,
there was 20 results. So anyone who randomly added them could have been talking to a fake one pretending to be me, or a roleplay account. I don't know what they were.
A roleplay account?
That's something important I feel to put out there. Oh yeah, there was messages from Chitanga.
You do Minecraft roleplaying?
There was like messages from me from Chitanga. I don't know what that is. I don't know what Chitanga is.
I don't know what that is. No idea.
I think I only ever use Skype.
You know, if it just so happens that my official email is actually registered to this Chat Tango website, I wouldn't know about it. You know, my official email that wouldn't be like actually like in the system had I not have verified my email. Wouldn't know anything about that. That would never happen. Surely Crease McPasta's real fucking verified email address wouldn't have been like verified with Chat Tango. That would never happen.
Back in the day. Hey, so while going through the editing, I realized that in the screenshot of the Chitango profile, it says my age according to, I think it was set in, the screenshot was taken in August. The age set was 28. I'm not 28, which means that the birth date...
I'm not 28. I'm 30. Whoa. That significantly changes the allegations entirely.
Was
You got
wrong.
it.
Whether
You
they
got
just
it. Yes, that
knew
makes sense.
the birth date but not the year, or whether they just made it up. Just
You know, it'd be like really crazy if Chat Tango never asked for your specific birthday and it just asked for your birth year and then like calculated accordingly according to your birth year. So it might like overestimate your actual fucking age. Wow. Like by like a minute margin. Whoa.
approximately on how old I said I was in, old Skype groups or to other people back in the day. I don't know, because if it was made more recently, they could have used famousbirthdays.com because it's all on there now. But back then, back when information was a bit more limited, I can only imagine that whoever signed up just guessed. I obviously know my birthday. There's no reason I would get it wrong on a website. So this adds to the fact that this is not me. This is an
By the time of his response, I think he's like he was 20. So hold on. He was he has the reverse age of whatever the year is. So it's like he was 22 in 2012, right? So that would mean he's 34 right now. So at the time this was 22. His response was issued in 2020. So he would be like 30, but it says like, oh, it says he's 20. He's like, he's 32 or some shit. It's like, dude, that doesn't fucking change. That doesn't significantly change anything.
The date is all wrong. I don't know what other information is on there. I don't know how Chitango profiles work. If there's even more I can dig out, but I can almost confirm that it's someone else at this point.
Almost confirmed. The official Tumblr page. Yeah, so just to be clear, what's being shown right now is that Creeps used to have an official Tumblr page. She deleted it curiously after the allegations came out, not trying to hide evidence or anything like that, obviously. But he initially said that, oh, it's weird that this Chat Tango email, blah 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 shit happened. The email associated with the Chat Tango account was jacobmonkey@hotmail.com. As it turns out, that same email was actually registered to his literally official Chris McPasta fucking Gmail account. So how the fuck does that happen? How the fuck do you have a registered Chat Tango account under jacobmonkey@hotmail.com and have it be the same fucking email that's associated with your fucking Tumblr, you fucking retard? Anyways.
Now, throughout his response, Creeps has been consistently dishonest and manipulative. But I want to be really thorough with this allegation because it shows the absolute depths to which Creeps is willing to lie about this situation. A willingness to not only lie about his connections to Komori, but his connections to everyone who appeared in the street. As established earlier, Creeps was undoubtedly in contact with Komori. Even if their Skype or video calls aren't archived, we can still confirm that they were talking to each other on some level.
100%.
They worked on a multi-part series together,
Yep.
with Creep citing Komori as the one behind the idea, and that it was intended as a joint project between them.
Yep.
There is no way that Komori could have explained the project to him and
Yep.
specifically requested him to use audio of her unless they were in contact.
Multiple
Creeps was
times, by
also
the way.
aware that she would no longer be able to.
Komori worked as a part in multiple projects. It wasn't just the streets. It was multiple projects. Oh my god, I need to save this person. Okay. I did it.
To make narration videos. According to Komori, the reason she was no longer able to do so was that her dad had found out about her and Creeps' relationship, took her computer from her, and deleted all of her social media accounts. Creeps being aware of.
Weirdly, it's funny that it says that. Weirdly enough, it's around the same exact time within the messages that that Creeps is talking to this person that is actually acknowledged. It's acknowledged in the messages that, like, oh, your parents found out that you were talking sexually with a fucking adult, and your parents are preventing you from talking to me, the adult, who shouldn't be talking to you. So it's kind of weird that around the same fucking time that the streets came out is the same fucking time when whoever the fuck she's messaging on Facebook is telling her that, like, oh yeah, I understand that your parents don't want me to talk to you anymore. It's obvious, because haha, I'm a pedophile and I'm fucking grooming you right now. Haha, lol, omega lol, trolled. But it makes sense. It makes sense why your parents. There. By the way, there's like an email message where it says, like, oh yeah, I understand why you can't fucking work on videos anymore. It's that, and it's said around the same fucking time the streets come out, where Creep says, like, oh, Komori can't work on videos anymore. How would you know? That's crazy.
Her leaving the internet means that he was keeping up with her enough to know what was going on in her personal life. How could Komori have been catfished by a fake Creeps when she was already talking to the real one? Especially since the messages Komori provided have them discussing the videos that they worked on together. Wouldn't she have noticed that the Creeps trying to talk to her was using a different account? Or moreover, wouldn't have Creeps been confused if Komori brought up their romantic relationship or his alternate account?
Yes, you made it.
This is the
Nice
streets.
costume, by the way. So, you ready to go trick-or-treating? Good.
And weirdly enough, like, literally, like, all the videos that are related to the streets is just deleted. Crazy. Yeah, right here. That's the message. I'm pretty sure that's the message. You know what? Kill me right now. Don't fucking care. The one you said I have to be cute in is most likely referring to Pokemon Jessica. Okay. Yeah. There's also that one.
Let me close.
That's Pokemon Jessica.
We were the best of friends. Then you broke
That's
me.
Komori.
Killed me. And then discarded
12
me.
years old.
I will never die. I am too close to your heart.
Unless this catfish was some super hacker who knew the inner workings of Creeps' life and his interactions with Komori,
goddamn
there's no way
Iranian
that
secret
someone could have
super hackers.
catfished her. Moreover, how could Creeps claim to believe that Komori is telling the truth but was catfish if he's also claiming that she is lying in her anecdotes?
What?
Anecdotes where Komori claimed to have video called with Creeps and knew what he looked like.
Real quick. Because we do have a real victim. That's the sad part about that. You do have a real victim. But then the person impersonating doesn't get caught because, of course, like, anyone can assume an identity. But the person who was framed is also, like, in some ways a victim in a different way.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
Apparently, she claimed credit for me uploading gameplay on the second channel. Now, this is something you can actually check. If you go on Social Blade, you can see my channel was made or something. Is also a red flag to me because that actually predated it, and that was something I wanted to keep. Apparently, I played Minecraft with them.
Apparently.
And I made like a mural of them. I spent like hours on it, apparently.
What?
The only server I can ever remember playing on that far back was... It was with some narrators, but it was a closed one. Like, I feel like I knew everyone there because it had...
By using...
I'm gonna pull Hassan, and I'm gonna let the video play for like a minute, because I'm gonna go pour myself some like non-alcoholic shit.
Creeps' own logic that the messages are real and that Komori is being truthful, it is beyond doubtful that she could have been catfished by a fake Creeps, especially considering the messages have discussions about the videos they worked on and Komori's claims of having seen his face. His story doesn't make any sense, even by his own logic. Creeps is doing some two-faced shit by saying he believes the victim, only to completely 180 and say she's lying. Really comes off as him trying to be the good guy in this situation, while also discrediting Komori at the same time. But the really sad part is that it worked, as Creeps received tons of praise for believing the victim, while his fans also dislike bomb Komori's interview and talk shit in the comments. Real stand-up guy that Creeps is. Another major wrench in the catfish story is that Creeps never brings up that the account in Komori's messages is using his real name.
But, like I mentioned before, I never got my name on Minecraft, so who knows who that was. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's another thing I wrote down.
I pulled a Hassan.
Back in the day, and still now in some ways, because I found some channels doing this, some people still pretend to be me.
And this, dude, okay, hold on 1 second. This detail is probably like one of the most like damning details, or not damning details, but one of the details that let him slink away from this entire fucking shit is that it's true. It's true. There are people on Instagram and on YouTube that are impersonating, and even on Facebook that are impersonating Chris McPasta. However, it is made very fucking obvious and very fucking clear that those aren't people who are Chris McPasta. Okay? Because how the fuck would you ever be talking to someone who is apparently not Chris McPasta when the videos are being uploaded with your fucking voice? How the fuck are videos of you and your voice being uploaded to his fucking channel if you're not talking to the real Chris McPasta? How the fuck does that happen? Doesn't make any sense.
So you have to imagine, like, my Twitter name is creeps _ McPasta because someone got creeps McPasta.
This is like saying, "Oh, Your Honor, they weren't talking to the real Epstein." Moron.
And they pretended to be me. Look at
moron. Epstein did nothing wrong. They were talking to the wrong Epstein. They were talking to they were talking to someone impersonating me.
The tweets. They were pretending to be me, trying to be all dark and edgy.
Fuck off.
This becomes more evident in the screen recordings Komori provided to Slime Beast.
The screen recordings. Okay, so okay, I'll say this. The screen recordings show a little bit more than is necessary. The screen recordings literally dox Chris McPasta, and it's like you could use that information to find like very, very personal fucking information. Oh. But you know what? It begs the question: how would you be able to do that if you're not talking to the real Chris McPasta? How would I be able to take names that are mentioned in this video and plug them into Google and find like really fucking personal fucking information? How would that happen? How would I be able to do that? And by the way, I'm not talking about his first and last name because his first and last name is actually super fucking common. It's his middle name that really is the identifier. Yeah, Slime Beast decided to play this super pretentious music. I don't know why. I like Blood Harvest. You get the idea. You get the idea. Okay.
Alleging to have been groomed in.
I like your model. Thank you.
It's been almost a year since Pastel Belle uploaded her interview with Komori, a woman alleging to have been groomed in 2012 by the YouTuber Creepsipasta.
I started.
So basically, at this point in the video, this is where Matsunue really like kicks in, and he's like, "This is what I found after everything," and it's like so much worse.
Watching
It's so much worse.
creepypasta narration videos when I was about 12 years old. Maybe a little bit earlier, because I was, my sister got me into like creepypastas and everything, and so I started listening to narrators on YouTube, and I came across a channel called Creeps McPasta, and I was really like intrigued by his voice, I guess, and I was like, I don't know, I wanted to reach out to him and just see if he would like reply to me, because I was at that point like I was a fan, even though like he barely had any subscribers. I really liked what he put out.
Oh yeah, one aspect that I don't think Matsunue really like tapped in on is that there is a very, 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 very clear pattern in the kinds of fucking girls that Chris McPasta is like picking at, right? Like, if so later there will be like 3 other girls that are mentioned that Chris McPasta was like inappropriate with. There is a fucking very clear pattern, and that is like young, impressionable girls who are into creepypastas that are looking to make a name for themselves. Okay, that is the pattern, because every single one of these girls fits that fucking pattern. And that, if you were here earlier, I don't know if it was like newer people, if you were here earlier, that was one of the girls that like I was like emailing. It was like who I thought might have been like another victim, right? They weren't, to be clear, they weren't another victim, but it's like because they fit that MO. They fit the MO. And it's like the only reason why Chris McPasta didn't go after that fucking girl was because they were an adult. That's fucking crazy, right? The one and only person who I thought like, ooh, wait, this person kind of fits the MO. I should probably contact them. Right, because I never saw this person being mentioned anywhere. I contact them. It's like, oh, I was an adult when this shit was happening. It's like, oh, well, that makes it actually doubly interesting. That you never really had any weird interactions with Chris McPasta, because you're an adult. You're an adult. Whoa, so that kind of makes it worse. That makes it like obvious at this point. It's like, you hit up this person thinking that they were a fucking kid. Turns out they were an adult. And to be clear, this person didn't have like as in-depth collaborations with Chris McPasta. They only had like 1 or 2 videos that they collaborated on. Every Komori and every other person, they had like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like multiple fucking videos that they were collaborating on, and among other narrators too. Super in the in group. This person was on the outside, and it's like they're like the one girl who fits the MO, but who was an adult, right? If you get what I'm trying to, I'm probably explaining it like really horribly, but it's like if you're picking up what I'm putting down, it's like they were only fucking interested in this girl as far as they thought she was a fucking kid. As soon as they found out that she wasn't a kid, they stopped fucking talking to her. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking insane.
Although there was a brief spike in discussion regarding the creep situation, such as the debate between Slime Beast and Crack, there still hasn't been any updates on the FBI investigation. However, after seeing the general response to this situation and the confusion some people seem to have about it, I figured that someone should make a more in-depth video into the subject. Originally, the intent of this video was to go through Creeps' full response and to prove that he was being dishonest throughout the video's entire 45-minute runtime. Because as someone who is a massive fan of Creeps, Mr. Creepypasta, Miss Shadow Lovely, Creepypasta Jr., Well-Hate Productions, and others within their circle, I already knew that Creeps was being dishonest. And with that in mind, I figured that the best way to show Creeps' lies and to get a better idea of what was going on in his life in 2012 was to dig through the social media posts of him and his friends.
Yup.
Particularly their Facebook and Tumblr pages and their YouTube comments. Little did I know, however, of the rabbit hole that this would lead me down, and how much worse this situation truly was.
You know who I need to reach? Fuck, I've been reaching out to the victims this whole fucking time. You know who I really need to reach out to? I need to reach out to Mata. I need to reach out to Mata Nui. Fuck. Hold on. I'm gonna do that. Hold on. Wait. Fuck. I'll do that. I'll do that later. Noted. Note that for later, because sometimes I rewatch my streams back, especially the ones that I'm drunk in. I'm not as drunk as I was before, to be fair, but I need to note that I need to get into contact with Mata. Because I think he would be his, because like I'm not really super versed in like digging into like deep shit, so his perspective might help a little bit.
Before going further, I want to cover Kumori's interview and allegations, not only to give people an understanding of both sides of the situation, but because there seems to be a lot of misconceptions about them. Most likely a result of Creeps Big Pasta, the biggest voice in this situation, misrepresenting her allegations and ties to him in his response.
Yep.
However, I still recommend that you watch Kumori's original interview and Creeps Big Pasta's response. In Pastel Bell's interview, Kumori, age 12 at the time, claimed that she was sexually groomed by Creeps, age 21, back in 2012. According to her,
did I rewind? Oh my god, I'm all the way back at the start. What the fuck? Oh god. Okay, hold on. Fuck me. Okay. Skipping ahead. Fuck me. When the hell did that happen? I like at some point in time I got fucking knocked all the way back. Really? Hold on. The last thing I remember, okay, was after the slime. Okay, no. It's literally right here. Okay, good. Fuck me. Jesus.
However, what is perhaps the most dishonest on Creeps' part is his description of the narrator Skype group he was in, his ties with the smaller narrators within it, and his portrayal of them as toxic. According to Creeps, most of the narrators he collabed with at the time were a part of a Skype group where people would send each other requests for voice lines, and that interactions with a majority of these people, including Kumori, were minor and boiled down to getting someone to provide voice work.
There was always one big narrator, and then he had his group of friends, and then other groups formed. And the only way I can liken it is just comparing it to high school, where if there's the popular kids, there's the people that go, we hate them. I don't know why, like, I don't know if that still happens now, but looking back, like, that's so toxic.
So desperate.
That's so bad.
That's so
and
toxic.
so
That's so
many
bad.
groups formed of like little groups of friends, but there's always one big narrator chat.
No!
This
I'm
is
being
how
singled out.
we
I'm
used to
being raped!
collaborate. You'd go in the
No!
group chat and be like,
oh,
hey, I need a girl's voice. And then some girls would be like, I can do it now. Okay, if you could do it now, here you go. Here's the lines.
Oh my god.
Most people I collaborated with back then, their channel is either gone or I have no idea who they are, or like both. You know, like this person. Oh god, my knees. This person was apparently in an old video, Pokemon Jessica, which, you know, for a start, like fair enough, that one's sole featuring that person, but that's also one I have no memory of organizing. It was, and the biggest tell is this Halloween special, where there's a long list of names, and there's like some people I know. I remember Mr. Creepypasta. I remember Scarecrow. There's Junior in there.
Yeah.
Some of the others, I have no idea who they are.
I have no idea who they are.
And like, who's a Subat 28?
Who's a Subat?
And I daren't look for the channel.
Who's a Subat 28? And why am I talking around other fucking usernames? Whoa.
It's probably gone. Or if it is, it's going to be a relic.
It's actually so manipulative.
You know,
honestly, the mere fact that he was deliberately like talking around the names that he absolutely knew who the fuck they were, like, it's like, well, I mean, like, even, well, let's even give him like in the premise, let's give him plausible deniability. Let's say our immediate assumption is that he didn't know who these names were. The fact that, like, when you dig into it, he actually does know who the fuck these people are, makes it very interesting. It's like, why did you talk around these names specifically? Now, to be fair, Scarecrow is also like a damning character. who he is tied to. Now, it's not as damning as the others, but it does tie into something interesting that will come up later.
Who are these people?
He also describes this group as an environment that was separated into several cliques, with him and his close circle being the popular clique, and the other cliques consisting of smaller narrators. Moreover, the smaller cliques were also described as being toxic, willing to talk behind each other's backs, and all having it out for the larger narrators. This culminates in Creeps laying out a grand conspiracy that the smaller narrators may have been the ones conspiring against him.
So let's talk about Skype real quick, because I mentioned before
That was
there
the
were little
narrative
cliques,
he was...
like little cliques around the place. And I used to think I was okay. I was cool with a lot of people. I thought there was a few people I talked to, and I'd be very nice to them. And then I met someone else from the community years later, and then, you know, like I mentioned, I like to reminisce about it. I was like, oh, do you remember this person? And he was like, yeah, they hated you. I'm like, what?
What?
Really?
Really?
And I found out
all I
a lot
ever
of
did
people
was
who I thought I was close to used
grew
to,
multiple
talk to me
minors. Why
on
would they
face
hate
value
me?
in like the little groups I was in, and then go to the other people and then would just absolutely hate my guts. And I know
why
his
would
first
they?
experience when he was
He's so
found by
nice.
another
All
night,
he
he's
ever
like,
did was
"There's this Skype
groom
group
a bunch of
other
minors. Why
people
would
like
they
you.
hate
Do you
him?
want to come
What the
in?"
fuck?
Yeah. So we joined in. The first thing they did was, do you want to see MCP Junior's and Creeps' real face? What? And I think he said no, but they sent it anyway in like our real names. Like, we were doxxed so badly, so early. And this is stuff like, so that also would explain why it's easy to replicate that side of things too. Because
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't actually. You
personal page.
fucking
It's not
liar.
hard to
God.
recreate. It's not hard to make that again and just go, yeah, this is so and so. And it's even more damning because it looks more personal. Like, yeah, you can fake being Creeps with Pasta, but can you fake being the real him?
What?
And the answer is, goddamn, yes.
The game
Yes,
crashed.
Now, with what's already been established, namely that Creeps had only just started his channel in 2012 and was only at 13,000 subscribers near the end of the year, Creeps' story already seems pretty implausible. But what makes Creeps' story all the more stunning is that public posts by him and his longtime associates, Mr. Creepypasta, Creepypasta Jr., Wellhay Productions, etc., show that all the narrators in the street were either friends with Creeps or were friends of his friends. Take Vox Pernox, for example, who in addition to having collaborated with Creeps and his cohorts, still had a good working relationship with MCP by 2014, or Paranormal Mango, who in addition to collabs and having frequent social media interactions between Creeps, his cohorts, and the narrators in the street.
I'll say, Mango's a weird character. I need to try and get into contact with them personally, for reasons that will be made obvious. But I don't want to kind of say explicit. Well, I mean, like, it's gonna be obvious, but it's just like they're a character of interest that I do need to get into contact with. Actually, I mean, now that I'm kind of here. This is just him showing the show.
With Black Bunny, such as I'm the Evil Black Bunny, and 3 others I'll elaborate on more, also appeared on live streams, Skype chats, and even had real-life meetings with Creeps.
Hold on, I'm honestly kind of doing some live investigation right now because I feel like I should have fucking looked at this person sooner.
What is with this really crappy board? Jeez.
This is this is Mango. This is Mango. This is Paranormal Mango.
Oh, look who's cussing at the board now.
I didn't swear.
You're just shouting at the board.
All just said in a swear word now. Fuck, that was an accident.
She was even referred to as a, quote, narrator I'm sure you've all heard of, along with Creeps in Mr. Creepypasta.
This is the process. This is the Ooh, oh fuck. God damn it. I got excited for a second. This is the process. Is you gotta click on a bunch of fucking links. Find out who the fuck these people are.
Draw My Wedding video from late 2016, meaning that she was someone they came to know over the years.
Now this is where these two come into play. Creeps McPasta and
What do you know? When I click on this person's super fucking private personal Twitter profile, who's following them? Verified followers, Mr. Creepypasta? Whoa.
and Mango Mayhem. There are other narrators that I'm sure all of you have heard of. They were
Huh,
also friends
yeah,
with Batman Angel.
I do
And
know who
didn't
this
it
person
until
is.
Joining one call, but guess who had been added to the group?
I'm pretty sure Mango was an adult, though, to be clear.
And speaking of I'm the Evil Black Bunny, who in addition to having frequent social media interactions with Paranormal Mango,
But Mango was close enough to probably have known what the fuck was going on, and the fact that she didn't say anything is kind of crazy.
Mr. Creepypasta, and others within their clique, also has posts about her Skype discussions with creeps.
Last thing she ever said was in 2021. There's no email linked. God, there's no email linked. This is fucking bullshit. Hold on, she has like so many channels that are linked.
And a possible real-life meetup with Mr. Creepypasta and Creepy Rainbow Pasta, his current wife. But to add even more,
Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? She has this like random video with her like half naked, like fucking Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. Oh, this is recent. Oh shit. This is active. This is active. She uploaded a month ago. She uploaded a month ago. She uploaded a month ago. Oh, here we go. 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 Uploaded a month ago. 26 views. Didn't think I would fucking see this shit, bitch. Let's build Orchid. She uploaded this a month ago. She uploaded this video a fucking month ago. Hold on. You can't see it. You can't see it. This is Mango. This is Paranormal Mango. This is linked. This is linked right here. This is the Everything Else channel. This is linked to her. This is Paranormal Mango. This is linked to her. Uploaded a month ago. So, and there's no email linked to this fucking account for some fucking reason. God, fuck me. Official website. Ooh, they have an official website. Looking to shop at our small business creations. We have a small store shop at. Hold on. I'm honestly just looking for an email to grab to fucking email later.
she also made an appearance in a 2-hour Q&A on Mr. Creepypasta's second channel, one that even features Creeps himself.
Murphy from Well Hey Production.
Oh god. Oh, okay. It's not an email address, but I can email to the website that she fucking uses.
Hey, how's it going?
I have the Evil Black Bunny.
Why was I born? Hello.
And I have Creeps McPasta because I hope he's gonna hop in at some point.
Not really out of place here.
Okay, well, next question is, who are your favorite authors? Anybody's got those?
Ooh, that's actually a good question. Dr. Seuss.
That's everyone's favorite.
And to really drive my point home, Creeps is still following her on his Facebook page. But what about Izabek28? the user that Creep singled out as a nobody.
Who's a Subat28?
Well, Izubek, along with the Creepy Realms, who I'm lumping together with her because they were dating at the time and did narrations together under the personas, the pair of crazies. The Creepy Realms in particular had more than just collaborations with creeps. Besides,
Okay. I just had to do this thing real quick with like fucking paranormal mangoes fucking bullshit. I needed like I have like a little like list of like people that I'm supposed to contact, and I just added mangoes fucking bullshit to it.
besides creeps posting several comments on Realms' videos, Realms also thanked Creeps for sharing his editing skills with him in the description of one of his videos.
Google Doc is growing. Well, towards the end, I might do like a victim statement fucking thing. If I could get into contact with the victims, but I think definitely towards the end during the roundup, I'm gonna be like, these are things that people said, about their connections with these people and shit.
The quote-unquote catfish that was talking to Komori even mentioned helping Realms get more subscribers. But what's more is that the Creepy Realms was also friends with Creeps' longtime friend, Well Hey Productions, who even made a post talking about their initial meeting on a website called CPRU, while stating that a recent collab they did was initiated by Realms. Now, what is CPRU? After some digging, I found out that CPRU stood for Creepypasta Readers Unlimited, and that it was a forum for creepypasta narrators. Unfortunately, the site is now defunct, but does have some archives on Wayback Machine. And while there are many different forumites here, most of these names just so happen to have been associated with Creeps, his longtime friends, and the narrators.
Wait, hold on.
U stood for Creepypasta Readers Unlimited, and that it was
give me 1 second. I'm not looking up creepypasta readers, but I need to like I need to look at a thing real quick. Is this the same fucking name? No, this is something different. What the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa. This is something different. I mean, she might confuse this. Okay.
It's a forum for creepypasta narrators. Unfortunately, the site is now defunct, but does have some archives on Wayback Machine. And while there are many different forumites here, most of these names just so happen to have been associated with Creeps, his longtime friends, and the narrators in The Street. But who could have been the one in charge of this project to bring the creepypasta narrator community together?
What?
Well, how about the head honcho of the community himself, Mr. Creepypasta?
For there was always one big narrator, and then he had his group of friends.
Who was not only adamant on the site, but who also talked about its creation in the description of some of his videos. And is that Junior and Well Hey Productions as mods? It really seems like Creeps' circle of narrators weren't as isolated from other narrators as he may have let on. But who is this other mod, Morbid Butterfly Productions? If you guessed that she was someone who was also within Creeps' circle, then you'd be correct. However, it doesn't stop there, because Creeps' click story really starts falling apart when looking at the timeline of when he first met his now longtime friends, Mr. Creepypasta and Creepypasta Jr., as well as when this forum first launched. Mr. Creepypasta started his channel on January 4th, 2011. Throughout 2011, Mr. Creepypasta was befriending other narrators, including people like Miss Shadowlovely, before he even met Creeps, Creepypasta Jr., and Wellhay Productions.
Creepypasta
Creeps
Jr.
started his channel.
Yeah, Creepypasta Jr. I don't know if you know. Yeah, Creepypasta Jr. has some allegations against him. When in regards to Komori, Komori alleged that Creepypasta Jr. had masturbated in a Discord, or not a Discord, masturbated in a Skype call with her, and that he described his guru fetish, where he imagined her getting her head ran over by a fucking truck, sexually speaking, whatever the fuck that means. And he comes up later, actually. There is more than just that. If I recall correctly, there is more. There's always more.
On March 6, 2012, and had a minor collaboration with Mr. Creepypasta on March 18, 2012.
I made 2 videos. All the while, another YouTuber called Mr. Creepypasta started his Spring Break Spooktacular, something which has been a reoccurring thing on his channel. During this time, he featured a guest appearance from The Creepy Dark. So I thought, hey, maybe it's a normal thing to be put on his channel. So I messaged him, recorded a story and sent it in. And lo and behold, he put guest performance in the title.
Yep.
So I felt super awkward about that, like I self-imposed myself on his channel.
After that, his social media interactions with MCP are minimal, save for a community post about having the same birthday as MCP and asking him to let him in his Minecraft server. On June 1st, 2012, Creepypasta Jr. started his channel. A few weeks later, on June 25th, Mr. Creepypasta launches Creepypasta Readers Unlimited. Jr. joins the forum on this day. Besides a comment by Jr. mentioning the forum on a video Mr. Creepypasta posted on that day, this date is also shown on his CPRU profile. Creeps also joins this forum around the same time, with the latest reply to his earliest post on the forum being from June 27, 2012. In the meantime, Creeps gets to know people like the Creepy Realms and starts commenting on his videos in mid-July. During this time, Komori is also sent money by Creeps for the first time on July 16, 2012. However, there are no collabs between Creeps, Jr. or MCP during this time. The best estimate for when Creeps started really getting MCP's attention is on July 27, 2012, when his Slender Week videos are put on the featured page of the website. Then, August 2nd comes around, where Creeps mentions sending in his lines for MCP's newest video, and that video is Mr. Creepypasta's Jeff vs. Jane video, the first major collaboration between him and the members of CPRU. Then, in September, Creeps' interactions with Jr. and Mr. Creepypasta really start to pick up, and based on this comment by Jr., he and Creeps didn't become aware of each other until 2 months after his channel was created. With him starting his channel in June, that would mean that they became aware of each other in August, and the most likely reason for this was that they started chatting with each other on CPRU. Creeps didn't really start to know the people that would become the popular clique like MCP and Jr. until early August, and arguably only really started becoming friends with them in September, which is the month where they really started doing projects with one another, such as Creeps and Jr.'s joint YouTube channel and the Creepy Threesome series on MCP's second channel. All the while, the earliest that Komori was messaging an account using Creeps' real name and likeness was on August 1st, and the earliest interaction with Creeps that Komori provided evidence for was on July 16, 2012, about half a month since Creeps started talking to these people on CPRU. In fact, thanks to a post by Wellhay Productions, we can confirm that this quote-unquote toxic narrator Skype was created for CPRU. In this post, Wellhay mentions meeting Mr. Creepypasta in 2012 on a Skype call for narrators on a forum site that, and I quote, Creepypasta narrators offers an artist used to call home.
Wait. Didn't Junior's Rule 34 got leaked and he had a bunch of little anime girls gores?
Keeps talking to Komori.
I would not be shocked, but that's
basically
news to
impossible. However, it's Creeps' behavior with these next 3 narrators that really show the lack of walls between Creeps' circle and other narrators at the time, and the lengths these people took their online relationships. Take Zombie Doll, whose name consistently popped up in Creeps' postings from late 2012 and 2013. Based on Creeps' posts from the time, she seems like someone he became really close with. Besides there being a ton of interactions between the two on their Facebook and Tumblr pages, some with very flirtatious language, both were admins for each other's Facebook pages at the time.
You could say that, yeah. I wonder if Matanui is gonna show that Zombie Doll actually sent a fucking lewd picture of her ass to Creeps McPasta, so he has more than just one image of child porn on his little standby. Yep.
And had even met each other in real life.
Yeah, and that too. Yep, that too. Yep, that too.
Right, so me and Charm and Creeps met up, and we went into London, and we had a
I don't know if it's this for anybody else, but the audio in this section fucking sucks.
amazing time. We got henna tattoos and everything.
It's not Machanui's
And it was
fault.
amazing.
This is
And,
the
oh
original
my
video.
God.
The original video.
So
is
we
like
decided, to take a quick detour to, I say quick, quick detour to Covent Garden. And in Covent Garden
This
there's
is
like
Zombie.
this soap shop or something.
Yeah.
And it's called Lush, and it's like the best thing ever. I don't know whether they have them in America or whatnot, but honestly, it smells so good in there.
Actually,
And we went downstairs to this like underground basement thing. There was like all this soap there, so we were like sniffing away, getting high off the fumes of this amazing smelling. And then suddenly we found ourselves like smothering Creeps' lips in like homemade lipstick. So we had like bright purple lips, and it was the best thing ever. And then and then my friend Liam decided to get rainbow-colored lip gloss put on his face.
Actually, that was my idea. I kind of thought.
Oh yeah. And then we all just suddenly
That other
decided,
person is Dark
to
Matter.
smother
I'm
our
pretty
face
sure.
in
Dark
lipstick. So we all ended up.
No,
with,
it's
like,
Mango.
I was
Paranormal
like
Mango. That's
Pichu,
Mango
and then like
talking.
Charm was like Pikachu, and we were just like, oh yeah,
The-
that's so cool.
The main person talking is Zombie Doll. The other girl voice is Mango.
She also had frequent
Paranormal
interactions
Mangoes.
with other
Different.
narrators within
Not-
Creeps' circle, including Mr. Creepypasta,
Not the commentary community Mango. Someone different.
and Miss Shadow Lovely.
Miss Shadow Lovely is Mr. Creepypasta's wife.
Just take a look at all of these back and forths between MCP and her on Tumblr, all super gushy with some veering towards sexual, like this one here. MCP react.
Oh my god, you're gonna make me fucking Big Bing is this fucking bullshit. It says self eyes selfie blah 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 blah. I mean, I can't see the fucking comments right now, dude.
Reacting to her contribution on the Creepypasta Narrator Christmas album. An album that is filled with Creeps' longtime cohorts, the quote-unquote nobodies from the street, and narrators from the time associated with both. Really seems like these people were a part of the same friend group at the time, especially with them making a project like this for fun, but that's beside the point. Now our boy MCP seems really worked up by the song. He is just hot and bothered by this girl's Santa Baby cover. So be prepared to get a chub going.
There we go.
Santa baby, slip a sable under
What
the tree
the-
for me. Been an awful good
This fucking
girl,
bitch came to church on
Santa baby, and hurry down the chimney tonight.
But Zombie Doll's ties to creeps don't just end there, because she also drew
Oh, fuck,
art
I
for
fucked it
Creeps
up.
and his
Oh, no.
buddies, while they also returned the favor. Just look at this lovely piece by MCP of her as a big titty anime girl, or this one
Nice,
of her and Creeps
dude,
caramel
that's
dancing.
appropriate.
How about this piece by Zombie Doll herself, referencing a quite hilarious incident where MCP got her a corset and fawn for Christmas?
Yep. And I think he's gonna play the audio. Yep. Yeah. This video, by the way, used to be public a couple months ago. This video used to be public. Now it's gone. Interesting.
I'm gonna give you bacon. That's what's gonna be your gift for Christmas. So I'm gonna send you packaged bacon.
No, you sent me a thong.
Quite the sense of humor on that guy. But it doesn't just stop there, because Zombie Doll was also a part of the big bad narrator Skype chat, as Creeps and his friends mentioned Skype conversations with this girl all throughout 2012. She even has a Q&A recorded from Skype on her channel that featured Creeps, Mr. Creepypasta, MCP's Admin Reaper, and look who also showed up, the Dark Commander, on schedule. Besides having frequent appearances in Creeps' and his friends' videos, was also quite good friends with Zombie Doll at the time. The Dark Commander and Zombie Doll, both being from the UK, even met each other in real life, as stated in her Facebook post and in this Q&A. However, there was another person whom they hung out with during their meeting, Creeps McPasta.
Right, so me and Tom and Creeps met up.
In fact, the Dark Commander also met up with Creeps in July 2013 at the same narrator meetup that Paranormal Mango was at.
Take a deep breath.
Oh, sure.
And close your eyes.
Really seems like Creeps was making some more meaningful relationships in the narrator Skype chat than he might have let on, but it doesn't stop there, because the Dark Commander also has a Q&A on her channel, and besides having Paranormal Mango from The Street, it also featured both Zombie Doll and Mr. Creepypasta. The last narrator to appear in The Street is Scarecrow 1719. Scarecrow 1719
Oh, I fucked
has
myself.
such blatant ties to Creeps that even he was wise enough to not try and distance himself from her.
There's like some people I know. I remember Mr. Creepypasta. I remember Scarecrow.
Now this is a narrator I do recognize from back in the day, since she had a long history of collaborations with Creeps and his gang. She even appeared on his Creeps Plays channel in 2012.
Record.
Okay.
One of us has to say hello. Whose channel is this going on for a start?
I don't know.
Oh, that's quite loud. we can decide later.
Keep it loud. I couldn't hear it properly last.
However, her interactions with Creeps don't end there. Besides frequent mentions by Creeps, Zombie Doll, the Dark Commander, and others in the narrator circle, there's also this lovely piece shipping her and Creeps. At first you might be thinking, wait a minute, why are you just talking about some random piece of fan art? All that will show is that fans of these narrators associated them with each other, not that they were actually friends. What does this have to do with anything? Well, if you take a look at the maestro who created this, that name might sound a little familiar. That's right, it's our boy Mr. Creepypasta himself. And there's Scarecrow in the comments just having quite the laugh. Now before you laugh yourself to exhaustion at this hilarious image, I just want to tell you that the laugh roller coaster is just getting started, because we have a wonderful piece of prose to go through featuring not just Scarecrow, but our other friends, Zombie Doll, the Dark Commander, as well as Creeps and the entire crew. A little story called Can I Pikachu in the Shower? I first stumbled upon this little ditty during my research, and
little
man
ditty.
is it a banger, starring our trio, consisting of Dark Commander, Scarecrow 1719, and Zombie Doll. If only we could find the genius who penned this piece, but it doesn't seem like there's any leads with this username.
Oh, what the fuck?
But don't fret, because thanks to unlistedvideos.com, we can find who to shower with praise. In the description of this video uploaded on Creeps' second channel, we can see who the genius behind this masterwork is. The Dark Commander. But what or who could have inspired her to write a story of her having hardcore
So
lesbian...
what's interesting about this website is that like it shows like these are unlisted YouTube videos that have been documented, and it's sort of like an attempt to archive them. The video went private, but the link itself and the information that was contained in the description and tags and all that kind of shit was documented, and that's what he's showing. That's what he's showing.
Sex with 2 of her friends.
On that website.
She does mention writing the story at someone's request, but
I have that link. I found that link. That link was not in like any doc. That link was like kind of fucking. I kind of lucked out finding that link. That's the.
Who could it be? Well, thanks to Dark Manager's Q&A, we can solve this utter mystery.
Wait,
No.
no, wrong thing.
And I'm guessing this is about the fan fiction. Can I Pikachu in the shower, which I wrote. And he's asking, what is your dirty inspiration?
Oh. Done.
Anybody just heard that right there, but that was kind of interesting. What Mr. Creepypasta just said, like literally just there. Now I don't know exactly what he's saying, but just like this, just hold on. Let me find the moment exactly.
Which I wrote. And he's asking, what is your dirty inspiration?
Oh. Done.
So listen. So right here, how do I phrase this? Try and listen past the giggling of these minors that he's in the call with. By the way, 28 years old. Try to listen. What is he saying here? He said something right there. He said something right there. And I'm genuinely trying to figure out exactly what he said. Genuinely.
Done.
After Dan, after she says Dan. He's talking about, can I Pikachu in the shower? So that's a fan fiction written by a 14-year-old girl, smut fan fiction of like other 16-year-old girls that Creeps had asked the 14-year-old to do.
Dirty inspiration.
Oh. Done.
Now, call me schizophrenic. It sounds like he's saying glorious. It sounds like he's saying glorious. I mean, it's surely he's not using any words of like condemnation or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Oh fuck, what is it called? Like disapproval. Like it's like he's like using like a sort of like comedic, almost slightly comedic, edgy sort of like, oh, it was very glorious or blah blah blah. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like what he's saying. Don't let me put words in his mouth. What do you fucking hear? It to me it sounds like glorious.
Done.
It sounds like glorious. It sounds like glorious. So, Mr. Creepypasta. Now, if my assumptions are correct, Mr. Creepypasta read this smut fan fiction written by a 14-year-old girl in which sexual interactions happened between the 14-year-old and other fucking kids, and calls it glorious. It's glorious. That's glorious, apparently.
I'm sorry, I just slipped it in there.
Okay. What is your dirty inspiration? My inspiration to write that story was...
Let's hear it. What inspired a 14-year-old girl to write a piece of media like this?
a very, very strange Skype call with Creeps McPasta.
Oh, okay. Elaborate.
Where we were discussing various shippings.
Various
Yes,
shippings.
And
we were discussing a very strange Discord call or Skype call. Sorry, very strange Skype call with Chris McPasta where we were discussing various shippings. Okay, 21 years old talking to a 14-year-old.
he basically said.
He basically
"Ship
said
me with me."
shipped me
But
with
then
me.
We figured that wouldn't really work.
So shipped Darkmander, 14-year-old girl with Darkmander, right? Write a smut fan fiction of a 14-year-old fucking another 14-year-old herself. That was his initial idea.
So we went for the next best thing, which was Scarecrow. And then we figured, why not write a whole fiction and then just
Oh, and this drawing was drawn by Mr. Creepypasta also.
like trick her into narrating it. I'm sorry, Scarecrow, but it was so funny.
It was
It was so.
For the record, it was all Creeps' idea though.
And you think this makes Creeps look better? No, I don't. I actually kind of want Creeps to be, if I had my fucking way, if I lived in a perfect world, what would happen to Creeps would probably be what Am would do to his imprisoners in I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Something like that. Some kind of elaborate fucking torture, honestly.
Yeah, which is totally his idea.
I genuinely, it sounds performative as fuck. Every fiber of my fucking being hates this guy. Specifically Creeps McPasta, but also Mr. Creepypasta shares some of that ire. Not exactly as much, right? Because there is more damning information against Creeps than Mr. Creepypasta, but still, what exists against Mr. Creepypasta is still disgusting and fucking abhorrent. I mean, mailing a fucking panties and thongs to like fucking 16-year-old girls when you're like 28 years old. Yeah, pretty bad.
Ah, that lovable Creeps. Quite the prankster he is. But that's not all. Thanks to other Q&As, we can get a real behind-the-scenes look at this magnum opus.
What would you want it to be about? Fanfic.
By the way, just to be absolutely clear, every time this video shows up, I just want to emphasize this video used to be public like fucking 2 months ago and is now private. Uploaded in 2012 is now private. Just recently, this video that contains most of the damning information, this video that contains Mr. Creepypasta basically being confronted with the fact that he mailed panties to a fucking 16-year-old girl, and Mr. Creepypasta asking a 14-year-old girl to write a smut fan fiction of her and two 16-year-old girls. Yep, this video private. It's private now. It's gone.
I can make this happen. You do that, Tom. You do that. I will do that. I've done it.
You're the next.
Scarecrow, I can do it with you.
Yeah, I can Pikachu in the shower too.
Oh.
It's equal.
The squeakle.
You're just slowly gonna make yourself into like the scumbag of the group, make it possible.
Slowly make yourself into the scumbag. They're all like joking about it and shit. They're all like fucking like laughing and joking about it. The fucking adults who should know better are fucking laughing and joking about it.
Why am I right? All of them. That. And now we're back to Pikachu in the shower. And meanwhile, on Creeps' second channel.
Meanwhile, on Creeps' second channel. I wonder what she's referring to. Meanwhile, on Creeps' second channel. I don't know if he clarifies in this video, but like I think this is Darkmander. Yeah. Wait, no. This is this zombie. This is zombie. Zombie saying, meanwhile, on Creeps' second channel, she is referring to the video in which the smut fanfiction was read for content. And it was read as a prank for Scarecrow. And I think that was referenced earlier. That video was a quote-unquote prank of Scarecrow to get Scarecrow to read that fanfiction without her knowing and stuff like that. That video was uploaded to Chris McPasta's second channel and is now gone.
Erotica featuring Scarecrow 17.
You know, it really begs the question. If you're really so innocent, why the fuck are you hiding so much shit?
19.
Hey, a 40.
Oh wait, hold on. Don't wanna undersell Creeps McPasta's fucking commentary here.
And meanwhile, on Creese's second channel.
Erotica featuring Scarecrow 1719.
Erotica featuring Scarecrow 1719, 16-year-old girl.
Hey, a 14-year-old girl.
And me, a 14-year-old girl, Darkmander. Holy fucking shit. It is so crazy. It is so crazy how normalized all this fucking shit was. It is so fucking crazy.
Whoa, wait a minute. How old did the Darkmander say she was?
Hey, a 14-year-old girl.
Oh, so Creeps was hanging out with a 14-year-old and coaxed her into writing a smutfic of her having sex with her narrator friend?
Yep.
One of whom she was meeting with in real life at the time?
Yep.
In fact, how old are Zombie Doll and Scarecrow?
He's gonna start playing some fucking. It takes a while to build up. Scarecrow 16, fucking zombie 16. This is like unnecessary. This is unnecessary for fucking zombie, because zombie. There's literally a message. There's a message. Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. It says she's 16 right here. I'm 16, and she says that under a video that was uploaded in 2012. So roughly around the time that fucking video that is deleted now mentioned. So she's 16, basically. And then Scarecrow. Scarecrow is a little bit harder to find. She doesn't really outright spell her out her age, but so in that post she says she's 24. If you do the math, she's 16 in 2012.
16? The both of them? Jesus, dude. That's kind of weird for a 21-year-old man to be hanging out in person with 14 and 16.
It's worse when you consider Mr. Creepypasta, who was 28, was mailing panties to a 16-year-old girl.
16-year-old.
It makes it's like ever so slightly fucking worse. I don't know. It's kind of relatively in the same realm. I mean, you're really competing with a guy who asked a 14-year-old girl to write a smut fan fiction of her and other 16-year-olds versus a guy who literally in real life mailed fucking panties to a fucking 16-year-old.
Girls, especially with his recent allegations and dodgy behavior. Actually, that's really fucking weird. Allegations or not. At this point, we know that Creeps was being dishonest throughout his response. He made consistent efforts to distance himself from Komori was willing to lie about everything, from personal details to minor things such as Minecraft Creative Mode not being out in 2012, to his ties to literally every single narrator in the street. He also used manipulative tactics all throughout his video. saying he could never ever do anything bad in his life because his family said so, or other narrators say so, or because he's dated survivors of sexual abuse doesn't actually debunk any of Komori's claims. And the worst part is that it all worked, especially when looking at the comments sucking Creep's dick for supporting the victim and then seeing the feedback to
Dude, these fucking comments just like fucking I'm not like most other I'm not like most other commentary YouTubers. I reveal my hand. I show what bothers me. I show what bothers me. I show it unabashed. I have no shame. I have no shame in what bothers me. I have no shame what bothers me. Okay. These fucking comments, dude. Dude, these fucking comments. Oh, these comments. Oh, these comments. Oh, these comments. This is on his response video to everything. Oh, interesting. To reiterate, please do not go after the video in question. I don't want any harassment from the audience. Blah 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 blah. Good on you, dude. Good on you, dude. I can't believe I'm actually seeing this dude's face. It's actually crazy. This is just his normal voice. He doesn't do anything to change his for narrations. Wow. He's being confronted with allegations of grooming children, and my focus is, oh my God, he doesn't do anything for his voice. His voice is the same. Fucking tell yourself in real life, actually. Real time, real. No Minecraft, no Roblox, in real life. Do it right now. Fuck you. God, these people suck. He just has the word innocent floating above his head. Wow. That's so cool. Yo, this is the scariest story ever told. Whoa. That's so serious. Whoa. This is the scariest creepypasta ever told. Wow, everyone's taking this so seriously. I was the guy who didn't know what was going on. Relatable. Hashtag relatable. Jake Randall, who the fuck is this retard? TLDR, someone impersonated him. It's tragic that happened to her. She's a victim, but he is a victim too. This isn't fair to him. Please, Jake Randall, throw yourself off a fucking bridge. Please. Thank you. I can barely keep one person happy, says the guy with almost 2 million subs. Haha, 2 million happy subs. Yeah, the pedophile makes people happy. Yes. Please don't cancel him. Hey, please don't cancel him. Chris, listen, was I muted the whole time? Chris McPasta is my favorite pedophile. Please don't get rid of him. Please don't get rid of him. Please. He's the only person that makes me happy. He's got the voice of a king. Please don't get rid of him. Listen, I understand he's a serial child predator, but please, he has a sexy British voice. Please don't get rid of him. Don't do that. Don't rob me of this pedophile that I enjoy so much. This came up on my autoplay and took me 3 minutes to realize this was just another story. Haha. Bazinga. Bazoinga. Yes. You should seek legal advice. There is a criminal impersonating you. Dude, it is like fucking, it's crazy. It's so fucking crazy. All these fucking comments are fucking crazy. All these comments are fucking crazy, dude. Basically, Creep said, no, heart emoji. And I agree. Wait, what happened? This is what I fucking mean. Dude. And it's like, understand, I'm honestly being a little bit too aggro against these people because like most of these people are probably fucking kids, honestly. Like thinking about it now, most of these people are probably fucking kids. Dude, it's like except this fucking guy, except this fucking retard. Sir, who the fuck are you? Wait, who the fuck is this person? Wait, where the fuck is he? Okay, yeah, TCR. Hold on, I'm actually really curious what that comment is. This fucking retard. Who the fuck is this dude? Yeah, you're not a child. What the fuck is this retarded shit? Oh, thank God this guy's channel is fucking dead. Yeah, fucking rot in hell, retard. All right, what's TCR's response? Oh God, the high school shit was actually real. I was 14 to 15 when I first joined the narrator's chat. I got accused of lying, cheating, botting my account, scamming and shadow people. Oh shit, this is actually so interesting. This is his initial response. People thought I was in the big leagues with Chris and MCP despite me having almost zero contact with him. Yeah, that's how it worked. You just asked for a voice randoms. Dude, it's so crazy.